All right, welcome back, folks. So this is going to be part 3 of the Louis Civ 4 game. So we're going to go ahead and load up that save game. I will do my best to remember. We had a request to do Civ 4 with tech trading on. I don't know that I really would want to do a game with tech trading on. I've played that, and I just don't find it to be very interesting, I'm afraid. When tech trading is on, the entire game is just about trading techs. It literally overwhelms every other aspect of the game. And I just don't find it to be all that interesting, I'm afraid. It's like I've been there, done that. I played that game and it was called Civ 3, and it's ultimately not that exciting. Anyway, no, I mean, feel free. It's not wrong to suggest that or anything. It's just I don't find it to be that interesting. All right, anyway, so over here, so what were we doing? In the last session, we did a lot of expanded down here. We found these islands down here, so we're finally exploring a little bit more. And we're trying to push towards really the things we're trying to get towards. We really want to get to this gems resource because it's +2 happiness. The big thing our cities are lacking is happiness, so we'd like to get there. Other happiness options, we can also prioritize engineering and try to build Notre Dame, which would help the cities on our continent. That is maybe not the worst thing to do. Once we get this, because we're going to get the music great artist, I don't think that's the worst thing to do, is to head in that. Yeah, Mansa's also on. So we have how many cities? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I believe he's also on 15 cities or something like that as well. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and his capital. So he also has 15. So yeah, he's also on 15 cities as well. He's been expanding pretty well. So yeah, we want to continue pushing in this direction and see what's down there. Let me just check my cities, check my whip cycle. So we also want to start spreading this religion. We're probably, if we get the music great artist, we're probably going to pop a golden age, and we'd like to use the golden age to get into organized religion. We could get into organized religion, free market. Might be able to save. We do have the mausoleum, so if we could save long enough. Well, we could use one golden age just to swap into a religion, get organized religion, and then we could look to go to Taj later, and then use the Taj golden age to get into free market. So something like that. If we just we don't want bureaucracy long term. Our capital is kind of bad. We want free speech long term, but we could use an initial golden age for bureaucracy plus organized religion plus just getting into our religion would be nice because the religion gives us happiness too. All right, so trying to remember what I'm trying to remember what we were doing here. Bouillabaisse, yeah, just did is getting the monastery. The city's going to be. Oh, we also just picked up theaters, so we definitely want to get cheap theaters everywhere too, so that we can start working on what's it called? The Globe Theater here. We want to get Globe Theater in here so we can just abuse whipping and such. All right, so we got a market about to. We just whipped there. This city can whip next turn. That's good. Get that courthouse. Get a little more spy points. Courthouse is almost ready here. We can use whip overflow to finish theaters in these cities. That looks good. This city's long turn there. So great light. We're working on great library here. We have good odds to get that. This city is just working water tiles. Corsica down here. Market. Could whip this. Let's wait until the food box fills up. This city's a little low on food. Oh, wait. No, bad city. We want you to grow. All right, well, we can whip that next turn at Silk Road then. Elba, do this. Well, actually, you're about to grow into unhappiness, aren't you? Well, how close is you? We'll get the market. We'll whip the market there soon enough. Then we'll have to get courthouses in some of these cities too. Creme Brulee can whip the forge. Let's hold him on that. We can probably finish whipping that and then get maybe a courthouse or a library. Actually, libraries are cheap. We should do that. And then this city's just getting started. Okay. And overlap to Fromage. Yeah, Forbidden Palace would be a good choice too. Yep. We have to knock out the courthouses, but then we can look to go for that. And then we're also trying to capture this Barb City here too. So we're still working on that. We've got some swords coming in. And as long as there's no walls here, swords have pretty good odds. How many swords do I have total? 4? Okay, when all 4 get over there, we can probably take the Barb City. Hopefully they won't build city walls in the meantime. Oh, hello, it's a Barb Galley, but it's a Tarim, so... It was not a galley, it was a trireme, so that worked out. We're also about to get a great person here. Probably going to be a merchant. I wouldn't mind just sending the merchant on a trade mission, honestly. If I can get them over to Mansa Musa, it would probably be worth a fair amount. It's fine, Burnair. You don't have to moderate too much. That's all right. I guess we'll just put this on Courthouse. There's Iron and Forest. I didn't think Forest could do that either. Anyway, so we're trying to chop this. And we do want to get our religion, not Christianity. We're not looking to go for a cultural victory here. We maybe could, but it's not what we're going for. All right, how much damage did the trireme take? Like none. Let's heal for 1 turn, and then go from there. Why? Okay, well this archer, I have no idea what this barb archer is doing, but we can maybe try to cut this unit off before it makes it back in. I'm not going to attack it while it's on a forested hill. That would be crazy. But yeah, you can just hang out here in the city for right now. So we got workers that are... I think I was going to chop here. Yeah, we don't actually want to finish this chop because we lose the defensive bonus. I have no idea what this archer is doing, but I'm hoping I can cut this unit off before I can make it back into the Barb City. That would be nice. All right, so plantation. Still exploring with our woodsman unit, although I think we finally found the end of this continent over here. Hey, glad you were able to catch this live. Do we know who has Temple of Artemis? Good question. I don't know who has it, but let's see. Temple of Artemis is the best place to send a trade mission. Who has Temple of Artemis? Mansa does, so we could send... It's probably in his capital, too. Oh, did it say on that menu? Temple of Artemis. It is in Timbuktu, yes. It's in Timbuktu. We did lose the scout, yes. Okay, so if we can get this unit up here... Now, the problem is, I don't want it to die to barbs. It would be really hard to get up here. Maybe on a galley? Could probably send a galley up there, although I worry about galley dying to barbs too. Ah well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, we're close on the music, great artist. Looks like it's going to be 3 turns. We'll do this for this turn. We'll do this and see if we can get. I guess no. We'll do this and see how close we can get. Maybe we do a wealth build or something to try to sneak it out in 2 turns instead of in 3 turns. Great artist is still there, I believe. Yep, first to construct receives a great artist, so yep, it's still there. Now we needed to whip this market here. There we go. We'll just go back onto that tile. Okay, so we also wanted to get more settlers, right? I don't believe I have any settlers on the map right now. Oh, I do have a settler on the map. Never mind. It's coming down here. Never mind. I do have a settler. It's on its way on a go-to order. So this galley needs to come pick this up. And then get ready to go down there. And then we're going to need a defender for there too. Okay, so gold, yeah. This is actually Riverside. This is not Riverside. I wish I could farm over to here, but... Yeah, this city's on a hill, so irrigation does not spread through there. Alright, so omelette du fromage. What else can we do to help this city? Well, we should chop this tile and cottage it no matter what. That's clear. So why don't we do that next? Because we want a riverside cottage there. Alright, so we just chopped into Great Library here. We might as well mine the tile while we're up here. This is going to be a good production city, Sword Coast. So here we're going to chop this into the granary. Alright. If it's on an island, could it overflow an archer? Probably. Probably could do something like that. You can see how badly defended these cities in the south are. Although in my core, they're pretty much all on and I think I'd rather have this for a little more science right now. I was going to say, in my core, the cities are not very well defended either. How about Power Peninsula? Well, we do want to whip, but let's get a 2-pot whip. Would the library be a 2-pot whip next turn? I think it would be, and then we can overflow into the forge. Something like that. Alright. So, let's do the market. The city does not have much in the way of commerce, but it would give me +1 happiness. So that's something. Yeah, the city doesn't have much commerce, but or we could just actually, you know what? Let's do an archer real quick, and we'll send it down there to the south. It'll take a little while to get there, but I mean it's a cheap build. All right, we got the market. Very nice. Next, do we want to? Still have land tiles to work, so I don't know that we need to rush the lighthouse. Maybe we can do the courthouse. Have that be a longer term thing. All right. So, oh look, we're just enough to get music. Is it still there? Yes, it is. That's good. Taoism spreading. That's the religion we're playing. Oh no! Oh my God, Hammurabi finished the Great Library. Well, we'll get some fail gold for this. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Oh well, didn't get it in time. Disappointing. Just do a courthouse then, and next. Ah well, you might as well keep growing then. It happens. Curse you, Hammurabi. Yeah, as I said, it happens. But if we get we're guaranteed to get the music grade artist because remember the player wins same turn ties. All right, this ship is so we can be stupid unit cycling. All right, so that archer is trying to make it back. Now the question is, do we have better odds attacking into the city or out here in the? We actually have better odds attacking out here in the open. We actually have odds, so I think I'd try to kill this unit right now before it gets back into the city. But we lost, unfortunately. Well, surely we won't lose another round. Okay. Not good, but we did manage to kill the unit, so traded an archer for or a sword for an archer, which is not a great trade, but we did kill it before it got in the city because we did have better odds. I'm going to try to stand on the production tiles here so it takes longer for this city to produce its archer. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So for right now, we're just chopping stuff. Oh, you know what we should do? We should use this chop to produce the workboat for this city because we don't have a workboat for the clams. Yeah, I also like that you can see which tiles are being worked. Scout south of the Barb City. Yeah. Um, well, oh, you mean up here? Well, no, there's no fish here. Good question, but there's no fish that's workable. We want to raise it and put a city here and then a city here. Omelette du fromage can probably whip its forge now. Yeah, this is good. We just whip off these immature cottages and it grows right back. That's good. And we'll put the overflow into the library. So again, it looks like we finally found the bottom corner here. All right, we can load this up next turn. All right, let's go check out what's down here. Oh, there's iron down there. Yeah, it is weird, the forested iron. I don't think that can naturally occur, so we'll just put the city down here. This is a good spot. It's got a 5 food tile and a very good iron tile. Then we'll have to grab these workers and bring them over. Granary's almost done. We will need the lighthouse. What we can do is, as soon as the city grows, we can swap to a lighthouse, double whip the lighthouse, overflow finishes the granary, and then we do the forge next. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty close to the South Pole, right? Because we do have the zoomed out map. We can't see here, but like on the map here, you can see this is not far away from the southern edge of the world. Okay, now where did I have? I thought there was a place I needed to whip this turn. Was it Power Peninsula? Yeah, that's where it was. Okay. Power Peninsula, overflow finishes the forge. And then we really do want to start spreading our religion so we can get some more happiness in these cities. I might just have Louisville spam out missionaries. Like, it doesn't really need a courthouse, no. Market would do a little, but not that much. Maybe we just spam out missionaries from here to convert our whole core. So we can use the extra happiness really badly. Okay, whip the courthouse here. And then we're going to get... Oh, we need to get our theaters up soon, too. Oh, whoops, we just... we just lost enough to finish music by whipping that. Okay, Well, we need to assign specialists somewhere then. There we go. Silk Road, you can just fall on your sword for us. This is it's a standard map, but Totestra maps are quite big. Oh, an archer attacked out to kill the chariot? Okay. Did our chariot do any damage to that unit?
Play on.
Alright, where are we going next? I think it's civil service, because we want to flip into bureaucracy. Actually, no, first it's monotheism. This is very cheap. Now let's get some of our missionaries. Start converting cities. And we're going to start getting theaters, because they're very cheap. This archer didn't take any damage? What was the combat odds? Wait, it only had 76% and it won flawlessly? That's unfortunate. That's pretty unfortunate. Am I going to take this 62%? You better believe it. Unfortunately, we lost again. That's a lot of bad RNG. Wow. So we lost 3 units and killed 1 archer. Are you kidding me? It's at 0.6. Oh, man. Barbs, man. Barbarians. No, I should have... Now, the sad thing is this is going to double promote, and now it have city garrison, too. Are you effing kidding me? Jesus Christ. I mean, I lost 2 62% in a row. Just turtling your cities. And it's just, it's going to delay taking this Barb City by like 20 turns. It's... Jesus Christ. I built 4 swords here. I mean, well, the thing that's annoying is this is a forested hill tile. I'm fully aware that it gets the 75% bonus and the 25% hill bonus, but still, I mean, to lose, and it's not like it's not like it's terribly unlikely to lose 262% in a row, but it's kind of a kick in the groin when you lose twice in a row like that. Um, and like on top of that, what were the other combat odds here too? So let's just go back through all of these because I'm annoyed right now. So we had 62%. We got 2 hits before we died. Okay. Then we had 68%, and we got hit twice and before winning. Then a 76%. Well, then we had a 26%, or like a 25%, and we did no damage on the 25%. And then we knocked this archer down to 1 hit, and yeah, I mean, it's just quite a few, yeah. That was pretty bad. I mean, look, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but that was pretty unlucky. That was a pretty low odds that that would happen in that sequence. But what's really annoying is now this will double promote, and then now we can't kill it. All right, monotheism. Maybe we just pick up construction and just like chop out a cat, because 1 cat hitting the city with collateral damage would make it easy for the swords to kill it. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so this city, yeah, we can whip that in the near future. Okay, so now we don't need as much attention here at this city. Probably just go back to cutting down jungle, honestly. Civil service would also let us bring irrigation over here, which Louisville would actually need pretty badly, but we don't have civil service just yet, so as I said, probably go back to cutting down some of these. All right, so you're going to head down here. The music grade artist we can hold for a couple turns. It's not going to do anything for us just yet. Well, there's more space down here than we thought. All right, you can load up this turn. All right, so now we've got this. So next up, we got to connect that rice tile. We'll build the road while we're here. All right, so picking up monotheism. That's a very cheap tech, is said. Maybe we pick up. We might want to pick up construction, as I said. Um, it would let us build catapults, and you can stand there. That'll be a good place to fog bust for right now. We also want to look to be getting our next settlers out soon, so I want to make sure to queue up some settlers in some of these cities. Like some of these cities, the next time they whip, like Bouillabaisse can get a settler out for its next. We have another galley would be helpful for down there too. So Roquefort's going to produce, it's going to be Great Merchant 2/3 odds, but also Scientist and Prophets. Prophet would be great. I'd just build the shrine. Unlikely though. I was just trying to remember if there's, oh, this city I needed to whip. This city is, yeah, at the point where it's ready to pop off these tiles, get the courthouse. Again, Overflowed finishes the theater, and then we'll look to get a settler for its next whip. And then some of these cities down here, like Corsica, we don't need more production right now. You just whip for stuff. Elba, yeah, is unhappy, but we can whip the market when it hits size 8, and then that'll give us a little bit more happiness. This city's almost done its granary. Okay. At least we did get the great artist.
I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
All right. So we could go monarchy feudalism, but no, we don't really need monarchy because we have no wines and hereditary rule doesn't help us. Feudalism, we're not going to use these civics. I believe feudalism is completely skippable. Well, we're going to need it for guilds, so I guess it's not skippable. We'll just go to civil service then. As you said, we're going to knock out these theaters because they're cheap. So the next thing we'll do here is a settler, but since we can't do that right now while the city's growing, we'll let it work a barrack. Just work on the barracks for right now. Okay, you look at all these specialists that we're running. That's actually not the worst thing because, wow, that is a small. Why is our happiness cap so small here? Only 7? Huh. We really need to increase that happiness cap, don't we? Compass would give us harbor. I suppose, yeah, compass would not be bad either. And it also gives us another build queue. Right, it's not getting the representation bonus, right? So how long will it take us to finish civil service? Looks like 3 turns. So we end up getting the merchant. Okay. I wonder if there's anything decent we can light bulb with this. I don't think we join a city as a great merchant. I think we want the trade route. I don't suppose we could highlight how much the trade route is in Timbuktu. Would probably be pretty good though, right? If we could get up there somehow. Monarchy, well, no, but we're running representation. Hereditary rule conflicts with representation. We really want representation. That was the whole point of building the pyramids. So that's why, otherwise, yes, definitely in a normal game. But since we have the pyramids, it doesn't do much for us. All right, this city, yeah, do this. Well, we do have a galley that might be coming out of here soonish, so maybe we can, and no wines, exactly. Maybe we can put this on a galley long term. Don't know if I feel, or maybe we can escort it with this chariot. Maybe. I don't know. Let's at least start heading in that direction. Got a long walk. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you not growing? Why would you not work this tile? Oh, that's right, because I swapped off to run that specialist. Duh. And I forgot to swap it back. That's my bad. Oh, there's furs down here. Ooh. Furs down here in the tundra. We need happiness, but I don't think I'm gonna settle the I need to settle for an actual food bonus first. Alright. Yeah, seriously, happiness. +1 with markets too, yeah. So that'll be a priority. If it turns out that there's a food bonus down here, we might even settle that before the sheep spot. Of course, we also need to get workers down there. These workers over here will finish chopping this, and then they need a pickup from a galley. Maybe I can just get a galley out of one of these. Like Alba needs the market, but they will actually we need a galley, I think, more. It does need the market, but I think we might just take the galley next turn because we need another galley, even if it sets back this city's development a little bit. Well, they need a little time to chop that, so I guess we're okay. Maybe we can do the market first. Although, actually, no, it doesn't have enough. So we will do the galley next turn then. Notre Dame's a good idea, too. Yeah, engineering. But I think we'll do civil service. We could actually flip into the golden age now if we really wanted to. Because we'll have bureaucracy. Well, let's wait until we finish it, and then we'll flip into the golden age. All right. Well, the Barb Archer did not take very smart promotion, so at least it didn't take City Garrison 2. Could have been worse. All right, so this city, yeah, we want to cottage. Oh, never mind. I was going to say cottage this tile, but there's already workers on it. There we go. That looks good. Now we can just get a little more happiness for this city. Yeah, okay. I was actually going to build a road here. Well, no, building a road's not going to do anything to there. You can just chop this jungle tile. It's not that amazing, but whatever. Barb Galley. Okay, so there's a fish tile way over here. Might want to get back in Mansa's territory and keep exploring it. Oh yeah, we have no defender in that city, do we? Probably should have looked to get a archer or something for over there. Let's start irrigating this tile here. Well, we could use a road connection here first. All right, so the granary is almost done. We'll swap over here, whip the lighthouse next turn, and that'll finish the granary. Then we'll get a forge. The city just coming along nicely. Hey, by the way, Ishko, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, we will have a lot of cities to benefit from Notre Dame, it's true. So I do want to head for engineering in the near future, but it requires going through machinery, which is kind of a useless tech. I think I'm going to pick this up and then I'll grab compass because it's cheaper. And then we'll go from there. So where do I want to start converting? Sword Coast, we can convert. Yeah, and I'm going to have you just spam the missionaries because you can build them very fast. You can probably one-turn them in bureaucracy. Oh god, AI, why? No, bad AI. Bad AI. Okay, so you got the... Alright, yeah. So I'm probably able to get another settler out of here next, but nothing to work on at the moment, so we'll just do the barracks while we're waiting. Yeah, machinery would unlock maces, it's true. We might we might upgrade these to maces. Spend the cash to upgrade them because we are kind of gold rich, but we're working at the end of long supply lines over here. I don't think we need the lighthouse, so we'll go to courthouse next. Also for right now, oh, well, we can work that tile in a second. Watch, this is gonna finish the cottage this turn. Yeah, and then the game actually picked that tile anyway. Good stuff. More barb galleys. Oh, look at all these sugars. Well, we already have sugar as a resource. Gonna take some work to get this chopped down. All right, road that. Even though it's a waste of a turn, I'll just move there and road that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Sword Coast because this is a good city and I want it to be able to grow an extra size. Oh, well, we'll wait there so we get the defensive bonus from being on a defending tile. That many sugars, it's true, they would produce some great yields. No question. You can just hang out here for right now. All right, Silk Road, that looks good. Look, we're going to grow right onto this tile. Beautiful. Now, there's not an immediate task for you to do. I guess we can help the project of spreading irrigation back over here towards Louisville. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and pop the Golden Age now. I do have some whips I need to do. So you whip. And there's always the rule about don't whip when you're in a Golden Age. Elba had something. And then over here, this lighthouse. The overflow will finish the grinds. I mean, this city grows like a weed, so. Okay, and then we can just let the other cities roll for right now. Here we go. Music, great artist. There we go. Should be able to finish civil service next turn, and then we'll flip. We have the mausoleum, so we get the extended golden ages. We'll flip bureaucracy into our religion. Oh, we can flip into our religion right now. That doesn't cost us anything. There we go. So we get a little extra happiness in some of these cities. Even just the one extra point of happiness is very nice. All right, well, let's just look at our cities real quick. So we can definitely one-turn the missionaries, and I'm pretty happy with doing that. I'm going to bring irrigation over here so I actually can grow on some tiles. Like, I would swap off this tile to a farming tile if I could, but I don't have that option. All right. So, well, okay, here's our Moai in a Golden Age, you guys. Moai in a Golden Age. Roquefort probably needs the next one. The next missionary. Look at this city. I think we can just let this work the water tiles while we're in the Golden Age. Yeah, this city's pretty good over here. Like, why whip this? It can just build the darn thing. We need to get the cottage built on that tile. Corsica, yeah, it's already at the happiness limit. And it has the market too, yeah. We really need that extra happiness, don't we? Got the galley, Power Peninsula. I mean, it's at the happiness limit, so it might as well work these tiles. We're working on the market. Working on the courthouse, although you should work this tile. Yep, you're about to finish the lighthouse for even more food. You're about to grow onto this tile. And you are size 1, so okay. French Renaissance, yeah. What's the difference between whipping before or after? It doesn't matter. Before or after on the same turn. It's just because the tile yields are higher, you generally want to avoid whipping too much in a Golden Age, because you want to work the tiles, because they get the higher yields. Alright, so you are going to come down here to Roquefort. This is going to come over here and grab these workers. What's Elba working in terms of tiles? That looks pretty good, except that I really do prefer the science. I don't really care about production here. I just want the science. All right, you guys finish this. So we can promote. Let's heal, just for safety's sake. Where are we dropping this off? I can get a little extra scouting here. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, okay. Well, this is still the right tile because it grabs the fish as well. Nice. So we're going to need one of these cities to build a workboat. Epsom Downs, don't build the barracks, build a workboat for that spot down there. Tasty city. More island trade routes for us. You know, there is a case to be made. What if we went into mercantilism too? Because we already get 2 commerce trade routes from our own cities. Like, do we even need the foreign trade routes? And remember, we're getting a lot of trade route income here, but we are giving away trade route income too. It might be better just to go mercantilism because, like, we could just rely on our island cities, and then, like, mercantilism probably wouldn't be that bad because we have the island cities, and then we get the free representation specialist in every city, which would be pretty nice. All right, can we finish civil service? Yes, we can. So then next turn we'll civic swap into bureaucracy, just for lack of other options, and organized religion. Cool. There's the great merchant, by the way, hanging out with their camel. And I think people like the idea to go for, well, we're going to pick up compass because it's very cheap. And then I think the plan was machinery so that we can turn these swords into maces. Maybe I'll sneak out another sword next turn so that I can get it over there in time. All right, you guys can help irrigate this. Let's finish the road. Good. We did not fail the 90% dice roll. That wasn't all right. We cleared a forest for Anglais. Yeah. Finish the granary. And then we'll do well, we might actually be able to finish the light. No, we need to do the forge first. The forge increases future production. Okay, what else can we do here? So this city, it's got the, no, work this tile. We could chop some of these forests here. The city has so much food, it's like disgusting. Let's see if we can chop this. Yeah, mercantilism would be pretty powerful. All right, you swords just hang out here. These barbed galleys. Look at all these barbed galleys hanging out. Okay, so we finished that. Now that we're going to have civil service, we can irrigate over here, get a little more food for Louisville. We're still running neck and neck with Mansa Musa in terms of score. Although we are ahead of him in tech. So he's up 4 techs on us, but like we're up literature, we're up drama, we're going to be up civil service, we're up alphabet, we're up philosophy. So yeah, I mean he's keeping pace, but a lot of his techs are, some of his techs are a little cheaper too. Demos, yes.
Is expanding to meet the needs of the expanding bureaucracy.
All right, so as we said, compass is very inexpensive. We'll grab that. Then machinery, and then probably engineering. Well, we have to do construction to get there, but then engineering, because we want to go for Notre Dame. The road movement would be nice too. This is a very big map. All right, so as I said, get me a sword so we can upgrade it down the road. All right, got the courthouse. So do a cheap theater. As I spread my religion, I can also get it to other cities faster too. Okay, you guys just need 2 turns to do the cottage. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Is this actually too good now? Should this be 2 cities? This should be 2 cities now. Oh wow, we had multiple spreads. Nancy got a... Wow. I think this is too much food. I think this should be 2 cities. Let's actually... We'll just go back to the start of this turn. This is a little unfair, but we'll just settle right on this tile. Yeah, it should be split into 2 cities, indeed.
The bureaucracy is expanding to meet the needs of the expanding bureaucracy.
Compass. Okay. We're just going to get that sword. Theater. Granary. Okay. What do we have? Forge here. So what's the name of this city? Yeah, it's too much food. We don't need that much food. So we can put another city 3 tiles south down here. We don't need that many food bonuses. Montreal. Okay. Sure, why not? Again, being creative is very, very nice. All right, so we have an archer on its way down here for this city. Not that it's defended by anything. Oh, wow, there's a lot of barb galleys. So we're continuing to map out very slowly. At least we did find the ends of this continent. So we found that this is the back end. The Barb cities seem to be slowing Hammurabi because he doesn't have that many. 2, 4, 6. He has 9 cities. And that was our 16th. Oh, we've pulled ahead of Mansa Musa slightly. I don't think we can do compass in 1 turn. Yeah, let's just do it in 2 turns then. This is fine. Okay. All right. So this tile actually cannot be worked by any city, but yeah, we need it to be able to spread irrigation. Okay, yeah, so some of these cities now can build missionaries themselves. Let's get this missionary over to Chamonix. Also, as silly as this sounds, I probably would have better luck sending an archer through the woods with this great merchant than this, but that's all right. All right, you'll just clear the way ahead. That's nice. Canal de Midi got this connected just in time. Now we're going to chop some of these forests into um, the granary. 2 forest chops will do it. Louisville can finally get some food. Okay. So that'll be done in 2 turns. And they can move their road. Actually, you can stay right here. This is a better tile. By the way, once we have ocean going travel, it's not far from here to here. All right. Temples and Colosseums. We don't actually have the number one. We don't have the text for them, but we can get happiness, I think, in kind of better ways, if that makes sense. All right, so sword sounds good there. We almost have a galley done here, which is interesting. Then we need to do the theater here for Globe, because we want this to be the Globe City, because it has so much food, it's disgusting. 2 out of 6. Okay, so we're getting there. All right, Chamonix can run another pop point before it hits the happiness cap. And instead of the barracks, you want to put you on a missionary? Oh wait, you don't actually have Taoism? Wait, why can't you build a Taoist missionary? Oh, we didn't switch civics yet. Duh. That's why. Didn't switch civics yet. Okay. Well, now the capital has like a lot of production, which is good because we're going to be going into other stuff. So I can probably stop the missionaries out of the capital and have it churn out the market courthouse. We'd like, excuse me, the capital to build Notre Dame, which it can do pretty fast in the Golden Age. I mean, it's getting, what, 30 base production? Yeah, that's quite a bit. It's pretty good. Now we'll swap over to this Taoist missionary. You can just dump production into that. And we're just going to keep spreading the religion as best we can. Like Roquefort and Sword Coast can build missionaries for me. Like these can 2-turn missionaries. That's pretty nice. Base production 20. Look at that. 25 from buildings, 25 for Taoism as a state religion. Pretty nice. We also need to get this tile improved. Then we can try to spread irrigation up there. Chop this tile, which is not actually being worked by any city. Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Did I forget? And then apparently, yes, I forgot to swap the civics, apparently. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're kind of in between whip cycles right now. All right, so we've got that. Do the market. Wow, 2-turn market. That's pretty nice. All right, you got the theater done. So while we're waiting on other stuff to come in, do a missionary for somebody. Same thing, do a missionary. There we go. You can still 1-turn the missionary even with that. And just let you grow up to the happiness cap. I'm still at +8 food per turn. This is a very good city. Like a very good city. We'll work on this. I probably need another worker. Why don't you come up here and help out? 1 workers. I know there's enough there to finish that. All right. Well, you're going to grow in 1 turn anyway, so you can pick up that tile. Spreading irrigation. All right, so you are going to move all the way over here, and by the time you get there, you can become a mace, and then we'll whack that Barb City with 3 maces, and that should be enough, I hope. Yeah, you're just chilling there while these workers get ready. So we've got 2 galleys that can help out here. We have an archer that's ferrying down, don't we? Yeah. Archer ready. Wish I could move a little bit faster than this. All right, you're going to come down here, connect that fish. Is this boat down here healed yet? 1.9 is okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm not seeing any food resources down here near the furs. We can dump a junk city just to get the furs, though. Slowly exploring more of this continent. All right, still working this. Okay. Yep, so we're going to keep spreading religion. How far is the fur from the corn? Too far, unfortunately. Yeah, too far. A city can't work both. It's just out of range, unfortunately. Swordsmen seem quite bad. Well, they actually normally do reasonably well against. They normally are pretty good against archers. I got a little bit unlucky. This galley, I don't know quite what I'm going to do, but we'll figure out something to do with this galley. Because two of them seems like enough for shuttling down there. Maybe I can bring it up to the northern side, help with this in some way. I don't know. This galley is probably not needed, but yeah. All right. How close are you? Oh, you're ready for another whip. We're gonna triple whip a settler out of you. Put the overflow into the theater or something. So where are we sending our next settler? Probably the next settler goes to the furs, honestly. It's either that and then this spot and then the furs are probably where, or on this tile here. But the furs is probably a bigger priority. Pre-build a couple triremes to upgrade for caravels. Well, optics is not immediately on the horizon, so we can wait a little bit for that. We're going to go engineering before that. But yeah, I do think we'll go optics pretty soon. Don't forget that we'll have whales to connect to once we get optics. I do think I want to get, well, maybe I should have done the library here because then I'd have the extra culture. This pops in 29 turns, but like if we get a theater, we can do it much faster than that. Well, what I'll do is my next whip will be for the forge, and then I'll put the overflow from the forge whip into a theater, and we can run an artist specialist. You can get the third ring border pops very quickly if you do that. Anyway, Golden Age lasts for 9 more turns. Okay. How close is this to being ready to be whipped? This is ready for a whip right now, and it's at the happiness cap, so we should do that. That's fine. And then we can maybe get the theater here. Could 2-pop whip the library overflow into that? We could do that too, actually. But this city's not quite there on its whip timer. Yeah, this is fine here. More emphasizing science than production at some of these cities.
The wisest men follow their own direction.
Yeah, and also if I go, well, the harbors will work with the overseas trade routes too, won't they? Because they're base 2 and then they go to 3 with the harbor, so that actually is not terrible. And then of course we get a little extra health too. Okay, on to machinery next. Oh, wow, we can do this pretty cheaply as well. Yeah, let's keep getting these missionaries. We're going to be doing a lot of missionary spread today, I think. Guess you'll do the harbor for lack of other options. We also need to figure out what our national epic city is. I have to think about that. All right, you finished. Okay, so I think I'm going to have you do a Taoist missionary, but I can't queue it up just yet. All right, courthouse. Let's have you do the harbor next. Can you go to 50% on the slider? I'll check in a second. Yeah, I'll check shortly. Okay, we do want the lighthouse here because you're working those water tiles. And then this, we want to work a better tile than that. Now we could try to do a windmill here because it is on the river, I think. So we could hold off. Let's build the road and maybe we do the windmill there. Although how much food does this city have? I think it has a lot of food. It has quite a lot of food, so the mine actually might be better. These workers are like just hanging out ready to go take this other city. Once the barbs are done. All right. So what's the best way to get up to Timbuktu? Where's the closest Mali borders that we're aware of? Maybe we go through the center of the map. Maybe. Better than the coast, maybe. So in the previous Civ game in Civ 3, harbors um, specifically they function like lighthouses, but in this game the lighthouse was added. All right, yeah, I think we chop first because the chopping will get the granary done, which would help speed up the city's development by a lot. If it didn't have to whip the granary, it could just chop it. All right. Oh, we already have religion in here. Whoops. Okay, well that went in the wrong direction. That's annoying. I'd actually rather send here because Epsom Downs is unhappy, but I wanted to clear up the queue for another Taoist missionary here. Whoops. All right, so they can move on to the boat next turn. So not finding anything else down here just yet. So this city's kind of been hacked out of the jungle to a pretty good extent. I guess we can just continue building cottages over here. Don't really need a road on this tile, do we? But I guess I'll drop one anyway. Just trying to hack these cities out of the jungle. Yeah, this city is just about ready to whip. I might just whip another settler out of here, though. Like when it gets away, one turn away, because I wouldn't mind dropping the settler on this tile here, like right here, because that's another very nice spot for a city. And I want to keep pushing the borders north. I really want to get up to that gem spot. Gem City. You know, if we put this here, does it reach the cows? Yes, it does, but then it orphans the fish. So there has to be a city here, or else it orphans the fish. So that has to go there, and then that means that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually makes it awkward. It might actually end up having to orphan this fish. Or we could move this down one tile, I guess. Settle on the gems. Consider spreading Taoism first to cities that will whip a building. True, I'm mostly just trying to get it to as many cities as possible because I want to keep these build queues open to build more of them. But that's a good suggestion. All right, so we can whip this. Ready for the whip. How about this city? Not quite ready yet. Settle one south of the gems. Yeah, that's what we do. We settle one south of the gems here, and then this dot shifts down one. Yeah, and then that one shifts down one, and that's how we do it. 1, 2, 3. That's how we do it. Yep. There's enough food here. The pigs is enough by itself. The pigs plus sugar is enough for this city. And then this city grabs the bananas, and then this city, the gem city grabs the fish. And then this city has both of these too. And then we'll continue going on from there. Canal City not worth. Well, I mean, we can drop a fort right there if we need to. Can you always use a fort to canal if we really have to? Pigs plus Sugar City needs to be moved too. No, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. 3 tiles away. Nope, these all fit just fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, these all work. Might have looked like only 2 tiles though. Yeah, it's a pretty lush continent. All right, I'm just trying to see, is there any other place I need to whip something? I think I've been pretty on top of the whip cycles overall. Power Peninsula is getting kind of close. Working all those specialists. How about Roquefort? I actually don't think I want to whip this city anymore because it's the Moai city. I definitely don't whip it in a golden age. So we should probably drop a cottage on that tile. In the meantime, we can work one of the hill tiles. Okay. And we just whipped here. Yeah. Okay. So yes, we can do machinery in 3. And we'll run, how low to get it? We can actually do it in 2 turns if we want. But if I'm going to upgrade these swords to maces, I need gold on hand. So we'll just do it in 2 turns so I have gold on hand. We're listed as 6th in terms of size. That feels weird, but again, I do have a lot of water tiles. We had a request for demos a little while back that I didn't pick up, which I should have done. I mean, I guess I'll do the courthouse because it's so cheap to build. Might as well, even though it doesn't give me that much benefit. Basically just waiting until we can get up to the next wonder. All right, we could also, do we also just do Sistine? It's a 6-turn build. Like, why don't we just knock out these wonders? They're so cheap to build. Maybe we do National Epic and just build wonders here. We should do this. This is, I mean, this is good. Just to the, yeah, just to deny to the AI is pretty good. That's certainly better than a courthouse that would give us very little. Yeah, why not, right? I mean, we can just knock out this wonder very, very fast. Angkor Wat doesn't do much of anything for us. It would, Spreading on Pie is a little bit better, but yeah. Would I want to go into something? I think organized religion's the civic I want already, though. All right. So this guy, I think we said we're going to send down to the first spot. Is that important? I think we send it down there, even though it's not going to have any food. Looks like there's no food there, but oh, we already have the archer on board. Okay. Even so, and remember, we do want to get a city. Well, if we're going to put a city at the first spot, we need to be 3 tiles away, right? Best we could do would probably be here. Oh, but this is actually going to make settling a little tricky, isn't it? 2, 3, 1, 2. We might have to settle on the furs actually, because like I think we'd want to be here with a city. 1, 2, 3. The only place to settle would be on the furs. So maybe we just plant the real poverty point on the furs. That way they're just instantly connected and just accept that we have a complete, yeah, just dump it on the furs and forget about it. I think that's right. So we want 2 more cities here, 1 here and then on the furs. And then we can see if there's anything on this ice down here. Could be food on the ice, I suppose. It's pretty unlikely though. So we're going to start moving you down there. Meanwhile, over here, the workers are going to hop on over. Sure would be nice if we could get circumnavigation and speed up these boats a little bit. They're pretty slow. All right. At least we're exploring a bit. All right. So, I mean, with this, we have pretty good fog busting capability. All right. So we're getting the home cities converted pretty well. Let's get Silk Road next. All right, we can still keep growing and work this tile, so we'll do that. Still 6 turns to Sistine. Founded 2 south, 1 west from the corn. 1, 2. True. I mean, that's true, but then it takes 100 culture to get there. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be that long, but I think it's okay. I don't mind having another city here. You're absolutely correct. You'd only need 100 culture, but that still does take a little while. Even with being creative, it would take a little bit. Babylon has dyes. They're not apparently not willing to trade. They do have bananas. Maybe we can trade them sheep for bananas. Okay. Well, Mansa. He has wheat that we don't have. Not giving him silk or sugar, though. Not giving him extra happiness. Definitely not. Has he added more cities yet, by the way? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No, he's still on the exact same number. He will not just declare war. Will not just declare war. All right, where's that sword that was slowly marching to the west? Oh, it's in here in Silk Road. Okay, 1, 2. It's getting there. Silk Road could whip the courthouse, but I'd rather just have it work tiles in the Golden Age. Maybe some of these workers that are just dropping extra cottages over here can come back to Silk Road and cottage these tiles. This one, though, needs to be forted. I think we want to fort on this tile so that we can move through. Yeah, we don't have wheat. I know, right? We have a million resources, but wheat's not one of them. Anyway, Bouillabaisse has a bunch of overflow. We might as well finish the galley because it's at 48 out of 50. And then overflow can go into, well, it has to go into the theater so we can get started on Globe. We're pretty close on Globe, aren't we? Where is it? We need a couple more theaters. Couple more. Did this city do a theater yet? No, just knock out the theater. Oh my god, what is this? What is this spy specialist? No game. Bad game. No spy specialist for you. Oh boy, spy specialist. By the way, how is our espionage looking? So we still have Hammurabi's demos. We can actually see his research. I just realized that. Of course, Mance is the one we're more interested in. Let's just go back to even weighting on these two. We're more interested in Mansa Musa. We can see his demos. We're not really close to seeing his research just yet. I believe that this contains all resources. It's just, random what it has. All right, so this gets us to 4. This gets us to 4 theaters. Wait, did we build the wrong? Oh my God, we built the wrong missionary. I built a Christian missionary. Oh my God, I must have misclicked. Oh geez. Okay. Well, that's not good. It's not a big deal. We can fix it, but it's annoying to say the least. All right. Well, you do this theater, and then that'll get us. That's the 6 theaters then. Okay. Where are my Taoist missionaries? There's one over here. Okay. All right, there we go. Put it in a large city for an extra temple at some point. All right. I'm just going to delete. Yeah, I mean, we could put it in a. Sure, here, have fun. Capital can put in the capital, I suppose. All right, workers, keep going. We need you down here to improve some of these tiles. All right. Let's see what we can find down here on the ice continent. And honestly, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a 3rd galley down here because they all move so slowly. I guess we might as well. All right, I was going to come over here and work on improving tiles at Silk Road, which could use a little more attention. Hello, Babylon. Apostolic Palace, yeah, not enabled for this game. A great merchant on this expedition, trying to make it through. Trying to get, I think the fastest path is to get over to here, where we know there's some Mansa cities. So we'll probably arc down this way, like through this pass, and just try to get to that spot. The warrior is actually not that far away. Anyway. How close are we to finishing this cottage? Yeah, we'll finish the cottage. You work the cottage. Whoops. Oh wait, no, I stole it from the other city. I didn't want to do that. There we go. That was what I did. I accidentally stole that from the other city. Okay. We've certainly got a nice long golden age here. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of money to upgrade these units. Upgrade. Yeah. Maybe Mansa Musa will kill one of these. Maces should have no trouble killing them.
A god from the machine.
All right, now on to engineering. Oh wait, what are we missing for engineering? What's the prereq? Oh, construction, duh. Yeah, construction. All right, so now you need one more turn before you can go into globe. So let's just have you put your minimal overflow. All right. Might need a turn before we can use this. All right, so we've got another missionary coming out of there. One of them needs to go to Epsom Downs. One of them can come, I can actually send a missionary along with the settler if we need to. So Manta built Shwedagon Paya, okay. Anything down, oh, we can't even go to that tile because it's an ocean tile. Oops. Montreal has been doing not much so far, but it'll be good now. Got the archer for this city, okay. So we got to chop into this city. Nice. I would probably want to clear jungle next. What are these workers doing? All right, you can help with that. Why don't you come up here with this worker and we'll road to the next city because we do have a. Don't we have a settler headed in that direction? I thought I was gonna. Oh, I was gonna get a settler out of Silk Road. That's right. I let the whip. I was not on top of that whip cycle. I should have swapped it a turn sooner. Okay, so Louisville now is working these tiles. These plain tiles are pretty bad, but they are something. This tile can still be improved here. I've never gotten this one. And I was going to finish this cottage. There we go. So you now can work this. And we'll have all of our theaters done next turn. Yeah, we should have all our theaters done next turn for a globe requirement. It helps being creative, so they're very cheap. Okay, so you move here, upgrade to mace. You guys upgrade to mace as well. Let's go kill these stupid archers. Alright, that was expensive, but oh my god, we can one-turn construction. Okay, well, we'll do that. This Great Merchant's Odyssey is pretty hilarious. Again, Xenophon and the March of the... Yeah, I should just name him Xenophon, I guess. The March of the Greeks, back to civilization. Alright, anyway, so you're waiting for a pickup. And we've got a... You know, I could actually galley chain here next turn, and then pick up the settler. I pick up the settler and the missionary because why not? Okay. Yeah, I can galley chain these next turn. All right, you just stand there so I can see you, and that'll help. All right, so the extra religion we didn't want will go in the capital. All right, in terms of techs, so we'll pick up construction here, and then we're behind these cheap techs. How about Mansa? So he still doesn't have literature or drama or music behind drama or civil service or philosophy or alphabet or compass. He can research guilds, but anyway. So hopefully, since none of these AIs can research, none of them have engineering yet, Notre Dame should be pretty safe, and that's good. So we definitely want that. We'll grab engineering, and then optics is next, and then let's go exploring. Get some caravels, go exploring. Yeah, bridges are construct. Right, well, getting the road movement will be nice.
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias.
Let's have you do the
King of
harbor for
kings.
right now.
Look on my works
Also
ye
have you
may,
build a
and
4-turn
be
settler,
spared.
but we actually could even use the health from this. Also no, just no. But I think I'd rather slow the production and work this for right now. At the happiness limit. All right, market's done. Looks good. Courthouse next. We'll whip the courthouse, but probably not until after the Golden Age is done. Theater done. Well, you're at the happiness limit too, so you're going to need a market next. That's going to have to be whipped. All right. We'll just wait one turn and have them all move in together. Okay. It's like, hey, fancy meeting you here out in the wilderness. So we'll move here. And we got a settler coming out of Silk Road for that spot. Oh, nope, Silk Road, those are not the tiles for you to drop. Why would you drop those tiles? We don't have a production emphasis here. Anyway, this will give us some nice overflow into the courthouse. Chamonix finished. Okay, this is nice too. So we have a missionary. One of the missionaries. Isn't there another missionary over here? Yeah, here we go. So you first of all can convert this, and that opens up missionaries. And then you can come down here and go to one of these island cities. Might actually do 2 of these. Chamonix, you can, yeah, just do another missionary for me. Why not? You're actually getting quite a bit of production here by working these tiles, which I'm okay with to turn out another missionary that fast. All right, let's see if we can galley chain here. Oops, didn't want to talk to you. It's not really going to do that much for us, but Oh, we can't move. Never mind. I guess we can't galley chain this turn. Thought I could have them hop from one boat into the other boat, but no. All right, you just hang out here. We can do it next turn. Next turn, the boat can move here. They can hop one, and then this boat can move 1, 2, and then it's 2 turns away from the settler joining. All right, chop, chop. Cutting all the jungle down. Yeah, you just wait this turn. So we get 64% odds, but we can take City Raider, and then the odds will go up. Actually, let's just see what that is. Still only 69%. That's not as good as I would have thought, but that is against the one that has a little XP. So hopefully these guys can win. You would certainly think that they would win, but anyway, oh, we should have chopped and we should have cut this down a while ago. This is Riverside. Whoops. Anyway, you come over here and help out with that. You come back over here and help over here. No need to raise the city. I still want to raise the city. I want to get 2 cities here. I want to get one here and one here. Now the city that I don't think I'm going to found this city though. I don't think I have to cram a city into this spot. I think I'm going to not found that one because there's so much room on the map. And that would just be cramming in. But I do want to get 2 here because like this city can work double food and then this city can also work double food. Like those are very good cities. So I think that's worthwhile. All right, we're already working that tile. Okay, well, let's get more of the jungle chopped down next. How about Power Peninsula? This can do a whip, so we probably should whip something here. Probably the courthouse. Let's look to whip that next turn. And I'll just go ahead and road this while I can. All right, so we got another missionary. We got Silk Road. Let's get Creme Brulee because that's at the happiness cap next. Although this city's closer. We'll do this one then. Still defogging the map. Finding more of these cities. All right, we should be able to get this done in 3 turns if we need to. All right, where's that last mace? Oh, it's here in Creme Brulee. 1, 2. All right, next turn we move here. Let's finally clear this. And then we're going to need more settlers for this spot too. We still have no units up here. Hey, Sword Coast, how about instead of a harbor, how about you build some archers so we have some actual units for defense over there? That might be better. I don't think we need the harbor that badly. Do you have a barracks yet? No? Well, that's okay. These are just going to be warm bodies to stand in a city anyway. Get me a couple of ones, one for this city and then one for over here. That'll do. Although if this goes well, I'm going to have some maces that can be freed up for that kind of duty anyway. All right, Omelette du Fromage. If we can successfully take this city, I might have Omelette du Fromage whip. Oh, we need to improve this tile. I was going to drop a windmill there, maybe. Well, we'll drop a cottage here. Workers are struggling to keep up. Might need more workers too. I haven't built a worker in a little bit. Oh, and this city was going to whip the courthouse. So boom, there we go. Go back. ASAP. Overflow into market. Okay. Did Sword Coast ever get to build a sword? Not yet. I don't think it's built a sword yet. Oh, and you can now do Globe Theater. Put your overflow into that. Okay, looks good. We'll build Globe Theater the way that you typically do, which is like to put whip overflow into it. So like the next thing we whip will be maybe a courthouse, whip overflow into Globe Theater, that kind of thing. At least our Sistine build looks pretty safe here. I probably am going to build another missionary here, but oh yeah, do we get cheap courthouse? We do get cheap courthouses or cheap coliseums. That's worth considering. Just put it on that for now. I might swap it over. Okay, your whip unhappiness is worn off here. So we should whip something. Maybe it's another settler? Might be another settler here. Kind of like that idea. Also not that far away from some kind of great person here. Alright, archer. Let's do 2 archers and then, well, maybe we'll do the harbor now then. Let's get you over to here. Engineering will definitely help in terms of the road movement. Settler plus worker. Yeah, we could use probably some more workers here. I'm starting to stretch up against the limits of my worker capacity, so Yeah, we might need to get some workers out. Sword Coast could do a very quick worker. Why don't we do that instead? The harbor again is not that high of a priority. All right, so this settler was going to try to go to this spot over here, I think. So let's just head in that direction then. We got the road built for it, which means actually we do need another defender for up there, don't we? Change my mind back again. Because we're going to need one for this city and one for this city. Then hopefully the maces will be able to hold out here. All right. Is that all of them? Wait, there's another mace in the city. Okay. All right. This hopefully should work because the ones that win will promote. Ah, there we go. Settler plus missionary. Very nice. All right. So you move here. This is the one with two. All right. Wait a minute. They're on separate boats, aren't they? All right, did I do this correctly? Yes. Okay, so they swapped over, and then this galley has 2 movement points, so next turn it can load up there. Oh, well, I found a barb archer. Yeah, next turn these guys can load up. Can actually whip this right now, but oh, that's at the swapping penalty, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay, chop. All right, well, we've actually defogged most of Hammurabi's land. All right, still working our way through the wilderness here. But once we get into his territory, we'll be able to move on his road network. And we'll actually be able to scout out more of Mansa's territory in the process, which should be pretty nice. Get like a little bit more info on what he's doing. Okay. So we'll keep chopping here. This is another tile that can be shared. So we'll keep chopping. That looks good there. All right, meanwhile down here, I think this city was ready to whip. Nope, it's still in between its whip cycles. Also, please do not work the spy specialist. Thank you. All right, this city's just about ready to whip its courthouse. Good. Anglais can whip something. So we want to get we'd like to get this whale in range. So let's whip the theater. No, no, this will work well enough. This will double our culture, and it's going to take about that long to get to optics anyway. Actually, maybe not. No, actually, we'll get there sooner. So we will do the theater. We'll do the theater here. Although, is that a single whip or a double whip? I think it's a double whip. I think. Hold on, this will get us to 8 out of... that's close. We do want a double whip. Well, the library will be a double whip. Okay. Meanwhile, this city down here is just getting started. Oh, Did we just realize that there was a crab tile here? I don't think we knew that the crab tile was there before. Well, maybe the crab just has to be abandoned. The crab might just have to be abandoned. I mean, I guess we could toss a city down here, but I don't know that we're that desperate. There's enough land on this map. We did have a request ages ago for the demos. I didn't show that yet. And now, obviously, GMP and production are inflated by being in a golden age, but food is not inflated by being in a golden age, so that's pretty nice. We're also #1 in population, which is pretty cool. Nope, this is actually not an illegal spot because it's on another island. You can plant 2 tiles away if it's on another body of land. So, yeah, little quirk in the rules. You actually can settle there in Civ 4. Strange as it might seem. Yeah, we'll just keep getting the missionaries out. Alright, lighthouse done. Well, we're at the happiness cap. Yeah, there's so much available land, right? The land grab just keeps going on and on and on in this game. Can take that tile back. What do we want here? Courthouse, I guess. Actually, no, we're at the happiness limit. Let's get the market. That'll be better here. Okay, so the granary is done. Excellent. What do we do next? Let's do the I think it's the forge, because that powers up our future whips. All right, which one of these? This is, oh, we actually need a road on this next turn because it'll save a turn of movement. Okay. So that'll finish that. Choppity chop. All right, we got the archer coming out, and then Sword Coast can probably do a worker. We definitely need some more workers here. All right, let's see if we can get this. 69%. Now, come on, surely we can't lose this too, right? All right, we did win this one. I've seen the animations enough times, I know, so we should have slightly better odds because that one was combat 1. Now, not a big flip, 69 to 72, but any unit that wins, all right, we won this one again. So we should be clear to take the city because the winning units will be able to promote and take City Raider 2. And then we need to get some settlers for these spots too. Now this one, all right, we're good. So again, you might say keep it. Let's see what's in the city. Anything? There's a granary. That's not that big a deal. We're gonna burn it down, as we said. All right. So next 2 settlers are probably gonna go onto this peninsula, or at least next settler goes onto this peninsula. And we're still working our way up there. We also got enough gold that we don't have to lower science. That's pretty cool. All right. So these maces can hang out. I also want to get one of them to this tile. I never explored that one tile there. So there's still a tiny bit of sea I can't see. All right. Now we're going to take the settler down here and grab this spot. But I will drop off the missionary in this city along the way. Like it can hop off the boat in the city and convert it. Hopefully. It's a 90% dice roll to convert it. Well, looks like there's more land down here, but whether there's anything useful there is another question. Gems first. Well, we're working our way up to the gems, but like we can like we're gonna plant this city next, but like we kind of need to get each city up and running before we can extend to the next one, right? So like we're pushing our way up there. It's not like the gems are gonna get taken by anyone else, so that's the good news. This great merchant is just hilarious. We're almost there to Agades. It's like, how many more turns to get here? Okay. But once we're there, we're on the road network and we should be pretty safe. All right. Cottage. Cottage that. As I said, I've gotten most of Hammurabi's territory explored over here. And then I'm going to use my these units that are coming over here can explore the interior of Mansa's lands. I do think that this has probably held him back a fair bit. I mean, because I think we would have seen on the map if he had taken that city. Anyway, so we're going to whip this library here. And remember to hit our whip cycles. And then the overflow should be enough to finish the forge. I believe so. Now, we're also about to finish Sistine, by the way. So we're guaranteed to get that. So just working like a scientist specialist gives us extra culture, too. Elba was kind of with this. Okay. And then this city, I think, was, no, not quite there yet. Epsom Downs. Oh, we actually have we're going to whip this settler too, weren't we? Yeah. Or do we just let this finish naturally? Well, we can grab 2 spots on, we need 2 spots on this island, right? We need this and we need the furs. We're going to grab the furs first, but let's wait another turn. We can wait one more turn here, I think. And then whip it on the last turn of the Golden Age, because it can then hop on this boat as it comes down. And then maybe we can get a worker out of one of these. Woodpoint has done a great job. You know what we can do? We can whip a worker here. Swap to worker, and then this boat can take a settler and worker pair. And then this one's taking a settler and Taoist missionary pair. And then we'll have to get some defenders for down here, but see what we can do about that. Okay, that means Roquefort is going to have to send its missionary west. Probably to all these cities. We've actually spread Taoism pretty well. It's like not on the islands yet. Well, it's a little hard to see against the background of the blue. Unfortunate color here. But yeah, just Corsica and Anglais are missing here, and then this over here. So, okay. We finally did manage to get that Barb City cleared, though. That's a big deal.
The designer knows he has achieved perfection, not when there is nothing left to add, but when there is nothing left to take away.
And optics is next, and then we'll get some caravels. Go see what's out there. Meet the other AIs. All right, so Sistine finishes. As you said, a lot of this is just for denial value. Yeah, the Antoine de Saint-Exupéry quote is one of my favorites. By the way, so this is a little bit deceptive in terms of how this what this Wonder video looks like. The Sistine Chapel, if you've been there, it's very small, very small. This makes it look a lot bigger than it actually is. It is not big at all, and at least the time I was there, it was so packed with tourists, it was really hard to see what was going on. All right, Notre Dame's a 5-turn build. Now, it'll probably take longer than that when the Golden Age ends, but we're going to certainly do this. Also, we're getting have really good odds for a great engineer, so we might be able to save that for something expensive. Maybe like Statue of Liberty down the road could save for something like that. Okay. I almost clicked the Christian missionary again. Oh, we also want to build Forbidden Palace somewhere too. We'll look to get that somewhere out west. Okay, what does this city want? You know what we should do? We'll just do a 2-turn settler for one of those spots we want to grab out there in the west. And then you are going to do a worker. You are unhappy, but we need workers, so you can go grab us one of them. All right, courthouse done. Work this tile, please, and thank you. I guess you can work on the harbor for right now. Courthouse done. No, please do not work that garbage spy specialist. It is nice we get extra culture from these. Harbor seems good considering all your trade route income. All right, so we're going to move here because we can be on this tile just as easily. And that means we can unload and convert. Now Corsica's not unhappy. Worker will be a single whip. Where here, wood point? This is definitely a 2-pot whip. I don't know if you were thinking of wood point or not. All right, so this needs to go west, I think. Now we can actually get these workers out this turn if we move into the city, which I'm content with doing. Let's get them started on that pasture. All right. So let's see. We do need to convert Corsica or Elba. Actually, no, we just need to convert Anglais, but it's a little bit out there. It'll be easier if I can use a caravel to do that because a caravel could just like go right this way. So I think we'll send this one west and go to one of these upcoming cities like Canal de Midi. Boy, engineering makes it a lot easier to move across my territory, doesn't it? And you're going to head in this direction too. All right, so you can go check out what's down here. You guys can heal. Just chill. All right, so, and you are going to get whipped so you can hop into that boat next turn. Actually going to have quite a bit of overflow here. I might put this into another worker, honestly. Woolly bases. Yeah, we actually have a lot of great person generation because we're working a lot of water tiles. Yeah, so you are a little ways away. What we'll do next is we'll probably whip the courthouse, and then the overflow will go into the globe. Go to work whip for the soon-to-be available whales. That is a good suggestion. That is a good suggestion for one of these. But the whales are 6 turns away. Well, let's finish the forge, and then this city can build the workboat for itself. Good suggestion. Note that the merchant's been slowly catching up. All right. Oh, no. Needed to build the road first. Needed to build the road first. I'm not going to replay the turn just for that because it's not that big of a deal, but that's definitely irritating. When are you going to drop us? I'm not going to drop a city. I have enough. I have so many cities. The whales are a weak resource. It's just a 2 food, 1. It's a 3. What is it? A 3 food, 1 production tile. I mean, that's not so good that it needs a city. Not with the map being this enormous. If this were a smaller map, then sure. But Like, this map is so big, we don't need to cram in cities. People wanted Francia, that's misspelled for this city. I would actually send this to the south if I could, but I don't have workboat capacity to do that. So we'll send you west, and you can convert one of these cities over here, whatever's missing. Oh, there's a fish down here, you guys. You know what that means? Probably supports a city, even though it's just the tundra. We also can turn, we should also turn this around and get ready to upgrade it into a caravel. In fact, the next whip out of bully base is probably a caravel. I'm probably going to whip caravels out of a bunch of these cities because I want to go see what's out there. Like, could Power Peninsula whip out a, well, it just whipped relatively recently. Chamonix could almost certainly, yeah, Chamonix can just whip a caravel as soon as it's done. So why don't we put it on Tarim and then it'll upgrade in queue, right? I will do the barracks. Barracks is good. Actually, now it can do harbor, so I'll just drop the barracks. Okay. Delicious fish sticks. So yeah, we have a settler going here. We have another settler, I think, headed for here. How many settlers do I have right now? I have 2 settlers. All right. 2 in production. But then I have 2 on the map and 2 in production. That's the thing with these big maps is there's so much going on is it sometimes just like you get bogged down in all the stuff that's going on. We can one turn a worker here, so that sounds good. I think I'm okay with that. Nothing else that's urgent to build. All right, forge is done. We said workboat. 8 turns. A little longer than we wanted, but that's okay. We can do the rare citizen specialist that I actually want to work. And the reason for that is the citizen specialist gets us up to 4, from 3 to 4, and then we get the extra point of production from the forge. So it takes us from, it's really worth 2 production, 3 beakers, 2 culture. So that's actually pretty good. 5 turns and then 5 turns. That works. As I said, it's a little bit odd, but it works here. Alrighty. Anyway, so you. Oh, the golden age finally came to an end. Ah, well. I didn't have any last second civic swaps to do, so that's fine. We could have technically gone pacifism during that golden age to get more production, but we've been running so many specialists that I think we're okay. Oh, we got the worker. Wait, did the worker not finish? I thought I finished. No, I finished a worker here in Wood Point. That's right. That worker's probably going to go up to the north somewhere. Whoop. Okay, so we got 2 settlers. One will land on the iron and go here, and the other one's going to go to the whatchamacallit, wait, no, I need the boat. The other one's going to go to the fish. No, not fish. It's going to go to the furs. That's what we're looking for. Ice ball fish could be a place to put the forest preserve. It's true. Oh, we can actually galley chain here next turn. That's kind of cool. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, all the yields look so sad after you've all the yields look so sad after this. You know, a good place to do we do need to whip this market now. So we're going to be doing a fair bit of work whipping now that we're out of the golden age. This could be here. Creme Brulee could be a decent place spot to put Forbidden Palace. I actually think I might put it in here. It's a good spot, I think, because like it's a pretty good distance away, and it's a strong enough city that it can build it in a decent time too. Like obviously I could put it even further away, but I do actually want it to. Oh wow, this comes up just short. Well, we can put a city on wealth to finish sooner. Okay, I guess we'll road this tile. Otherwise, we waste a turn either moving or we spend the turn building the road. So we might as well build the road. Up. All right. Well, that's what we didn't want to see. So let's see if we can divert away from that, even though it puts us slightly further away. Let's hope that we can avoid that. All right. So what was the name of this city? We had a couple requests here. Name the Ice Ball City, French Guiana. I think the name of the first city is going to be Poverty Point over here. People wanted this one to be named Francia, but misspelled, I think was the request. It was Oh no, they did want it to be spelled correctly. Oops, is that right? Yeah. Okay. So adding the pigs. Almost revealed that last tile. Almost. With the fur, we have all 4 happiness. That's nice. I didn't even realize that, but that makes sense. Another Barb City. There's a lot of Barb Cities over here. The cottages look so sad when they only produce one. When they only produce one commerce, they look so sad. There we go. Yeah, so we'll whip that. We'll whip the caravel as soon as we can. Is it worthwhile to put a road here? I think so. I think so. So Notre Dame did drop down to 5 turns, but I think we're pretty safe on this wonder because I don't think the AI has it. We're also close to great people in a couple cities, right? 5 turns away in Boulia Base. Um, so as far as yeah, nobody else has music tech yet, so we're pretty safe. No one else even has drama tech yet. Man, I mean, Hammurabi's really far behind. Nance is keeping up decently well, but as you said, he's down literature, he's down drama, he's down civil service, he's down alphabet, he's down philosophy, he's down compass, he's also down music as well. We're just down monarchy and then horseback riding and priesthood, which are 1 turns. The actual suggestion was Mare Francia. Okay, that works for me. Do the Latin pronunciation Mare Francia or something close to that. Do we have a Devil's Island or Papillon yet? One of those would be a good island name, sure. Maybe for one of these spots. Oh, we don't have enough to finish optics this turn. Well, do we need to finish this turn? Let's just do it in 2 turns. Because I'm going to need some money to upgrade that Caravel. Or the Tarim, excuse me. I think that's fine. I don't want to. I wasn't going to swap for a turn or 2 anyway in these cities. That's probably okay. All right, so this worker could maybe use a pickup here and go to the islands. I have 3 workers down there, but it would be nice to have 4. And in the meantime, here, yeah, you work on a terrain that'll get auto upgraded to whatchamacallit. So for you, I think I said I liked the idea of doing Forbidden Palace. At least put the overflow into this. Maybe we can chop into that too. Okay, so you need the cottage there. Confucianism, okay. Okay, bud. Alright, so for you, we're going to galley chain you. We want to go into the galley that has 2 movement remaining. Alright, so this one that we used before, we'll just move back up north for a fresh pickup. And then you are going to come down here, and I think we're going to try to grab the first spot first. We'll go here. I mean, we could load onto there, but it doesn't actually gain us anything. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we could probably put another missionary on this. Let's have you just hang out here, and you can come on the next pickup, as already said. All right, finish that there. All right. So now we could windmill here. That would make this a 2 food, 1 production, 2 commerce tile. Is that better than just mining this? I think we have enough production here, enough food here that we can just mine this tile. So I think that's good. This city's already at the happiness cap. Well then, work as scientist specialist, will you? All right, so we want to convert some stuff. We got 2 missionaries over here. You can try this city first. Okay, got it to work. So I guess you go to the next city in line then. Give that a shot. Okay. Oh, there's another fish tile down there. There's another fish. But we can't. The only way to get the fish is to settle on the. Would that not be so bad though? We would get a 3 food center tile. I think it actually is worthwhile. Oh man, but if I'd known that, I wouldn't have had to raise the city. I could have kept this one. Oh man. Ah, I could have kept this city because this is now a better spot, I think. No, it's actually still fine. This is still fine. This works with these two. We can put this here, settle on the corn for a 3 food tile, and then just work both of these. Just wasted 160 hammers. Whatever. It's fine. We didn't have that enough information. Cost of not scouting, yeah. Well, it's okay. So we'll settle these two spots then. Or, but it is better to settle. It actually is better to settle on this tile. Even if we don't work the sheep, still better to be on this tile because we get more water tiles that don't conflict with these two cities. Yeah. Well, sometimes yeah, I mean, you can't guess that the very last tile is going to have a fish on it, right? C'est la vie. Sid Sushi would be wild. I don't know if we're going to use Sid Sushi though. I'm not sure. We'll see. Still getting this territory explored out here, right? So Mansa's right there. Looks like Babylon's almost out of room to expand on this absolutely gigantic map. At least we got this connected already. So this city down here is growing very fast now. So we can't quite whip the granary yet. We'll probably, we're going to need to get the granary done. Well, actually the chop will finish the granary, won't it? Yeah, the chop will finish the granary, and then we can double whip like a library or a forge or something for the first whip. All right, now these two workers are done over here. I think we've gotten all the stuff we need. Oh, I wanted to drop a cottage on this tile over here. That's right. I had said I wanted to get that. We got 2 archers on the move. These guys can hang out here. So we've got a settler out of Roquefort that's going to go grab this spot. And then we'll need to get another city for the southern one. Now, we have workboats we need to build as well. So Roquefort can probably build a workboat next to grab that. And we're going to need workers to shift down here too. You can mine this, maybe then you can go south to help out. Okay, we are not declaring war on Mansa. Oh, he's actually got a settler coming. Cool. That'll help protect this. Yeah, you can come help with this. Help build this cottage here. And then you can start the long, slow process of fording this. These workers can probably come down here and help this. Oh, we need to get a road connection here too. Finish that cottage, then drop a road on the corn tile. Okay. You are not that close on this. All right, so this is 11. So we're going to start the Tarim. It'll auto upgrade to a Caravel, and then we'll double whip it. Same thing here. Auto upgrade, and then we'll double whip it. Same thing at Epsom Downs. Well, actually, that's just straight building a Caravel. Sword Coast has a worker finishing. Boy, this city really needs happiness, doesn't it? It's a great city. It just needs happiness. Also, it's really close to building the worker. Yeah, we can actually finish the worker a turn sooner there. Power Peninsula, I'm thinking maybe... wait, what was that, Power Peninsula? What are you doing? What was that? Silk Road just whipped the settler, didn't it? Yeah. I'm trying to see where else I can get caravels. Maybe some of these cities down here. So Anglet is getting its workboat, blah, blah, blah. How about Corsica? Corsica can do that. All right, same thing. I want these caravels out. So we're gonna whip a bunch of them next turn. I want to explore the map and see what's out there.
One doesn't discover new
All right,
lands
so we
without
kind of
losing
hit
sight
our
of
current
home.
goal. What do we want to get next? Where are we going next is kind of the next thing. Do we want to go grocer? We could go for mercantilism. That's a possibility. So we kind of hit the stuff we immediately need, right? We don't need this other stuff too badly. Um, so paper could get a Sancor. That's actually not bad. It would be pretty cheap. Also unlock map trading. Guilds would give us grocers. We don't need them that badly. Um, yeah, I think maybe we go. Well, we haven't really built any of the religious buildings, have we? Nationalism for +2 happy from barracks. That's a possibility too. Nationhood, you mean? Well, I think we're about to get a lot of happiness. So let's look at this in terms of civics. We'll just queue up, we'll just stick this on priesthood for right now. Let's go back to missionaries. We're going to need some more of these because you have everything else that we need. We could use a building, like, because we don't have any buildings. So grocers would not be terrible. Let's have you go back to the harbor. Guilds is on the way to banking, correct. Yeah. You don't really have anything you need that badly, so get me a caravel. We're gonna need about we want like 5 or 6 caravels at least. All right, we finished the market. Let's do the harbor next. Okay. So let's see, what would we want to get into? So bureaucracy is not actually that amazing for us. We'd really like to get into free speech. Would be definitely better. Nationhood's okay, but I'm not really planning to do a lot of drafting this game. Not really where I'm looking for. So I don't know. So free speech, that's it. What at liberalism? Mercantilism seems pretty appealing. So maybe we try to go towards banking and free speech and use use the Taj Golden Age to get into them. Might not be bad. Can only draft 3 times per turn. Yeah. We have no shortage of cities to do that, but I'm just not really looking to go a conquering. And then late game, we could always either go state property or free market. But mercantilism again would be pretty good here. We'd lose the foreign trade routes, but representation specialist in every city sounds really good. So if we're going to head down that route, we would need to be liberalism and guilds, or in banking. So why don't we head for guilds next? Map trading is, I mean, Sencor is, we're not really building the religious building, so I don't think that that's that great. This would not be bad. Oh, okay. We have to go through monarchy and feudalism. Okay, that's fine. We could also use stuff to build. Grocers, banks. Might not be bad. Sankor, when you don't have temples, is not. Draft every city once. Nationhood is good in that regard, true, but I don't think it's that high of a priority. I think we can get to liberalism. I think we can get to liberalism first. So yeah, but let's head down here first, because this gives us additional buildings that are useful for us. Okay, we can definitely one-turn monarchy, because that's cheap. I mean, that'll also, it's a known tech, so we get the advantage. Research priesthood first for cheaper. Yeah, that probably does pay for itself, honestly. Going priesthood into monarchy, it probably just pays for itself. And if we ever want to build a temple, there's a decent chance we might want to build temples. So, all right, we'll do this. We'll get some overflow. You can only research one tech, only discover one tech per turn in Civ 4. In some games you can get more than one, but in this game you can only get one. So we're close to getting a lot of happiness coming in Notre Dame, and then we're not that far off from settling this city down here. 1, 2. We just barely can't drop it off. And we could drop it off here, but that's not going to do anything. So it's a little slow. And we want to heal. We might as well heal this up. All right, so you guys come down here and chop this. And we got this. This is the one that's loaded, right? Yeah. By the way, it might be nice to fort this tile at one point because that keeps getting in the way. All right, we can bring this down. Unload. Is that roaded? Yeah, unload in here. 1. If we chop this, that'll get down here and move to here, then here, here. Drop the missionary off in that city. Oh wait, can I actually unload this turn? Yeah, I can actually. Nice. Forgot about that. All right, so you can keep coming up here. And another worker. And we have a settler here too. But I already have 2 settlers coming down, so I don't need any more settlers. Yeah, you can just chill. We'll have a missionary to add with you in a little bit. All right, you guys are finishing a cottage there. And you are going to start the long, slow, sadly process of building a fort for the connection. How about you take over this tile? You could use a couple more land-based tiles. Okay. And you can come help out with this fort. Always good to, usually it's good to pair up workers. I won't say always good, but it's very slow when you don't have a pair of workers operating together. If you could get the economics GM to start a Golden Age and build Taj. Yeah, it might have 24 turns. It's true. Okay. Looks like Mansa's starting to go after the barbs here. All right, so this was going to go west, right? Yeah. This was, I think, slotted for this spot here. We'll move here because we're still going to build roads over there. All right. And we actually have defenders for these cities, lo and behold. Would be awesome if we could somehow get a profit, but that's going to be tricky to do at this stage of the game. All right. So now that we've got this, we're going to want 2 more settlers, one for here, and then a next one for here. So we're trying to push towards those gems, trying to head in that direction. Mansa's still keeping up in terms of cities, but yeah. All right, now it's time to get our caravels. Now this, we're just building naturally. Also, we appear to have some additional happiness coming in here now. This one, though, we can whip. Oh, wait, what? Wait, I thought you guys said that Tareem's auto-upgraded in Q to caravels. I thought we said that it auto-upgraded to caravels. That did not happen. So I've got a bunch of Tareems listed here. I thought you guys said that it auto-upgraded. That did not happen. Galley, wait, no they don't. Galleys don't auto-upgrade to caravels. Tareems upgrade to frigates. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, well we accidentally whipped this, which we have no need for another Tareem here. So Tareems have to spend money. Oh, okay, well that's fair enough. We can, okay, so that's not totally wasted. We can upgrade this. We can pay to upgrade it. You can pay to upgrade them, but they don't upgrade in queue. Fair enough. Okay, well, that's slightly annoying, but we'll just whip these on the next turn. I'm going to have all these half-finished Tareems in my build queues. That's okay, though. It'd be great when we need frigates down the road. Okay. So that one can upgrade. This one down here can upgrade. We'll have a couple of them coming out shortly. All right, so you're still working on Forbidden Palace. Let's work this because it's a riverside. And it's just growing away. Yeah, why don't you just keep growing for right now then? Because you can just grow right back onto that engineer specialist again. This city here I have not been paying much attention to. Should whip the forge. Probably should have done that a lot earlier, and then we can overflow into library. Probably should have done that a little sooner. This skirmisher from Mansa just randomly wandering around. Anyway, how many cities is he on? A lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. He's on 17 cities. I mean, we have more than that, but he's definitely keeping pace at a pretty good rate. Still, I think we definitely have out expanded him. Great Lighthouse is really busted on this map.
Upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.
All right. Yeah, we can actually, you can just do another settler for that back corner. All right, now one of these caravels should be able to ferry this missionary over to Anglais. Where are our caravels that we're whipping? All right, caravel, caravel. I was about to get something. All right. Oh yeah, this was gonna upgrade. Wait, where's the Tareem that we just whipped out? Is it in this city? Here we go. Upgrade. Only 50 gold. Actually, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, so this missionary can just load up. By the way, Tareem or caravels can carry missionaries. Can also carry great people as well. Cannot carry workers though. So I was going to use this caravel to drive by this spot and convert it to our religion. I mean, we have pulled ahead of Mansa in score by a little bit. All right, chop. Oh, I should have built a road there. Oh well, it's okay. Could have road. Well, it wouldn't have, it would not have actually sped up the time to get over there, so that's okay. All right, you're at the happiness cap. Let's get the market. Put back off these tiles. One turn. Yeah, okay. All right, so you guys need to start moving down to this next city up here because I need to start working in that direction. Oh, and this city, that's right. This city is going to build a workboat for over there. That's right, because it's going to need to start moving in that direction. All right, so you can hang out there. You're still healing. It looks like we're going to make it through okay. Maybe we could actually snipe this city from this Barb city from Mansa if there's like one unit left. It's unlikely, but you never know. Yeah, just chill in there. Actually, no, wait a minute. You can move up here. You can upgrade next turn. That's faster. All right, now you guys got to connect this. Oh, we finally got a Hammurabi unit up over to our territory. A little slow there. Mansa has been in our territory for ages now. All right, and do the fort. Okay. Are we working this tile? Yes. All right, so now Power Peninsula. Let's get the remaining jungle chopped down. So 2 turns from Notre Dame, and then this unloads. So 2 turns to this furs as well. 2 turns to both of them. Okay, did we get all our caravel whips in place? Yes, looks like it. Okay. Omelette du fromage. This city really needs another tile to work. I need to. This city's gonna. I probably should have done the lighthouse sooner because I need more food tiles here. Anyway, with this many cities, some things are gonna slip between the cracks. Spent my best efforts. Oh, is this city ready to whip its caravel, or is this just building it? It's just building it naturally. Also, why God, why? You should just be working a water tile, buddy. You have extra happiness room. Why God, why?
A multitude of rulers is not a good thing. Let there be one ruler.
All right, now you can go back to do that settler for us. Yeah, this is a very good city with the Moai, all the Moai stuff. All right, harbor done. What do we really need here? There's not that much we need here. Caravel? No. Doesn't have enough production for that. The theater? Look at, by the way, look at this trade route income. Jeez, maybe maybe mercantilism's not the answer with this kind of trade route income, but no, we'll just get trade routes from our home cities, which will be almost as good. We'll probably get 3 trade route incomes from our home cities, which will also be, yeah. Temple for Happiness. I guess that's as good as anything, honestly. Probably as good as anything. Hold the overflow for a grocer. We're far enough away that we're not. Yeah, we're far enough away that that's probably doesn't need to be held that long. Okay, this city has a lot of food now. The courthouse is probably the next build. All right, you guys are gonna road this, and then you'll farm that as soon as the city's founded. You can just chill there. Can we make it there? Oh, nice. We can make it there this turn. Cool. The boat borders at Mare, Francia. Okay. Oh, we got the bananas in range too. That's nice. We really need some additional workers up there. As soon as this fort's done, I'm going to move these guys up there. Up there to the front lines where they can use some extra effort. All right, so we already have this unit can be a defender for another frontline city. Okay, well that is not close to being captured. We could do a trade mission for 1100 there, but of course we're going to try to get to the capital. All right, that is a little longer to get over there than I was expecting, but it'll be there sooner or later. Be there eventually. Might as well start growing this tile. All right, so this can upgrade. So we reveal that extra tile, which does not actually have anything on it. Let's cottage this while we can, and then we'll hit that other tile next turn. Okay, so missionary is going to move that into the caravel, and then head first over to Anglais, and then we'll head out from there. All right, you can come down here south to this island, and you can just head back up north. All right, caravels, go find stuff. How many do we have? We have three out right now. 4 out right now, because I just upgraded one. That's right. 3 settlers on the map, by the way. 3 settlers on the map. Okay. So we have 2. All right, you guys, I think, come up here. We could, Canal du Midi could really use some tender loving care. How much food does this city have? See, it only has +4 food, even with both of these tiles. Oh, wait, no, it has +6 food. Never mind. So we actually can work a mine here. And that would actually probably be pretty good. Could work a mine and still be at +5 food per turn. Oh, wait, we get an extra movement point. Nice. All right. All right, heading back. So 2 turns to feudalism. Kind of tearing through these texts the AIs already know. And yeah, on we go from there. On to guilds and then to this. The French Fertile Crescent, I know, right? Fertile Crescent here. We're almost done filling in the rest of this. This is definitely like the French Inner Sea here. Name Poverty Post, I think that sounds good. So we're about to get Notre Dame. Bouillabaisse does put its overflow into Globe. That's good. It's getting there. It's going to take a little bit. We also get a great person in just another turn or two. Base production is 2. We actually should work a forge specialist here because then we get, with that many bonuses, we do actually want that extra production there. Okay. Just looking to see if I need to whip something anywhere in particular. Well, the workboat's about to pop out. We're about to get the optics whale happiness too. So we're about to get a big surge of happiness on this upcoming turn. Creme brulee, can this whip something? No, it can't. I was going to say whip and then overflow, but I can't do that. Silk Road. Silk Road could. I might whip a settler for this spot too. Or for the next spot up in line. Maybe. Actually, we're a little ways away. We don't quite have the worker labor in place for that yet. Maybe we'll just whip the lighthouse here. Maybe. I don't think we're... Yeah, we might not be quite ready for that yet. Sword Coast will finally be happy once this is done. And then this city, I think, is a little ways. Yeah, it's getting close to another whip, but it's not quite there yet. Anyway, we're still almost break even at 50%. I think we've hit like the Conqueror's Plateau, even though we're not conquering. We just have so many cities. I do think we were getting close to the Conqueror's Plateau, which is where you hit kind of like the limit on number of cities, and then after that, each new one doesn't really cost much more. More like the French croissant. Yeah, Notre Dame helps a lot just because we're hurting on happiness. All right, and we can go from that on to what? What do we need here? Do we just build Angkor Wat because it would give us slightly higher odds of pulling a profit? Could do National Epic, but I think we want this in the Globe City if at all possible. The capital would actually be a great place for Heroic Epic if we could get a unit to qualify. Since we're not building a Wonder, let's work this so we grow a little bit faster. Why don't we just do the courthouse for now? Or we could get some more units. Maybe. We are going to need some missionaries, but I think we can get them from other cities. All right, yeah, we are certainly getting a lot of trade route income, aren't we? Um, yeah, why don't you build another caravel? Why not? That or another missionary. Actually, we could use more missionaries for the south. Let's get that. All right, workboat done. I think we're gonna need this. Markets are like super important for us because we saw that they're like +4 happiness, I think. Granary's done. All right, so forge is next. We'll whip that, double whip that next turn. Also, what's the name of the city that we want? Because we're about to found a city. Yeah, now all these cities can grow. Like, have a lot of extra growth. Yeah, you can just go ahead and grow now. You want heroic epic in a coastal city? I don't think we're going to be engaged in a ton of fighting, personally, but I understand the argument so we could build ships there. Mansa just triggered a golden age. Okay. Oh, this right. This was going to be poverty post, we said. But we have another city that's about to be founded too. All right, yeah, more happiness for everybody. So this city actually needs lighthouse before granary, but this city's basically garbage for the time being. All right, we have a couple ships going to the east. Let's send you to the west just to see what's out there. Undefended for right now, but I think it's okay. So what's the name of this city, by the way? This city right here. I think we had like Devil's Isle and Papillon for suggestions for down here before. I don't know if that still makes sense. Whale and 4 +1 happiness by themselves and another +1 with market. Yeah, so I think we've finally solved our happiness issues. Quebec. People like Quebec. Well, we do have Montreal, so maybe this one is Quebec. We've got Quebec Island down here, Quebec City. This city, though, wants the granary. Okay. All right. So we got the cottage finished. Yep, we're working that. Next up, we'll farm this. Okay. Off to see who else we can find. It's a big map. You can, oh, we have a road connection there. You can come up in this direction. All right. We have another settler almost connected here, don't we? Oh, yeah, we have a settler right here. Okay, yeah, well, this is a big city for settling cities, isn't it? So what do we want to name this one? I'll pause a sec. So, yeah, output solely for fur, right? Yeah, we have French Canada complete with a random barely. Regret, that's great. I love it. Regret. Regret. Yeah, I do have some regret about this, about the way this turned out. It's okay though. All right, great merchant. Also doing a nice job of exploring the inner parts of Mansa's territory for us as he heads north. 2% odds. I don't think we're going to be taking those. Get this chariot back. I can't believe how much of the map this Woodsman 2 warrior has explored. We have explored almost the entirety of this continent. Like seriously, this is not map trades. This is just the hard work of exploring. Look at all these fish, by the way. A lot of fish. And if you're curious about like the overlay, so yeah, we've gotten quite a bit of room, and we still have room for more. Although I think we're getting close to bordering Mansa. Then we might have to build some actual units at some point. Imagine if we had Jags. Well, I mean, I guess, but we haven't really done that much. So is this the one that's loaded? Yeah. I didn't want to move the wrong unit there. All right, farm that. So these guys can probably just head off to the west now. It's not a lot for them to do in this area. I mean, I guess we could mine this tile. Maybe we should do that while we're here just because. Might want that tile for later. So yeah, we're just, it's looking pretty good. Forbidden Palace getting close. Why? Why? Just why? Um, Got to stay on top of these cities, right? The AI loves those spy specialists. Just loves them to death. All right, this city, yep, works this. Library will be done. We have some workers. They can chop this and cottage it. And then we're going to get the, definitely get the lighthouse here next. Still, it's really nice having the forge. The cheap forges are so nice because, like, look at this. Base production's only 4, but it's doubled by the creative, and then we get another plus 50% for the forge plus organized religion combo. So yeah, actually pretty nice. Maybe we can chop into this. Actually, no, I wanna get this increased first. I want to get a cottage for this city. Mare Franquia, almost done connecting this. We really need more workers up here. Still trying to get more workers. Maybe Sword Coast can get some workers out. Also, Sword Coast, come on, buddy. Harbor's actually going to be nice for the health for once because we have all three. We have all three seafood resources, and then I might just train some workers out of here. I don't want to whip this city; it's too good. We just don't need to chop this down. We've chopped down quite a bit of the jungle at this point in time. Yeah, look at this city can now it can actually grow. We don't need to work scientists. Like just grow, buddy. Get to higher sizes. I mean, we have +9 food surplus here, so we can just grow, grow, grow. Not bad. Maybe I can whip a worker out of here. Yeah, I think we'll actually do that next turn. Because I don't need the harbor that badly, but a worker would be really quite useful over here. As I said, I'm a little overstretched on workers. Because I'm just expanding to such a crazy extent. How many cities do we have now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Canal du Midi is 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 cities. I mean, that's a lot. Don't have any settlers in production yet, though. So we do need to get this spot. And then I do need to start pushing north to those gems. This is the last contested region. I think we can let Antarctica, leave Antarctica alone for the moment. Wouldn't mind getting a unit down here to explore the inner part, see if there's any resources I want. But it would have to probably, you know what I can do? Maybe I can get one of these maces. I have an extra spare mace up here, don't I? Maybe one of these maces can go down there because they'll actually be able to kill any barbs they might see. Now that's a long walk, but maybe they can make it. I like that idea. The gems are no longer critical, right? Still would be nice to have though.
I will to my lord be true and faithful, and
All
love
right,
all which he loves, and shun all which he shuns.
guilds is next. All right. You also have a humongous happiness cap now. Although I'm starting to wonder if we do want to run mercantilism. Like, we're getting a lot of trade route income from the AI. Maybe we don't want mercantilism. I'll still pick up guilds because I think I want to pick up grocers and banks. But like, I'm starting to wonder if I really want to go down this route. Are we out of our whip unhappiness here? Yeah, we're not under whip unhappiness. Well, we don't want to. We'd like to let the city grow a little bit more. We'll get the lighthouse next then. Almost done with that fort. Well, like halfway done, I guess. Yeah, you can check it on the. That's correct. You can check it here. Okay. We're getting over 100 commerce from trade routes, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say mercantilism is not the play here because we're getting just an insane amount. Maybe you know what? So if it's not that, then it's free market. Free market. Then we go for that. Then for the extra trade route per city. Yeah, yeah. So that's it. What economics? Free market. So Um, yeah, so I guess maybe we pull off the. Well, I think we still do want guilds. It's a good tech, but I guess we still do want guilds banking because banking is very cheap. You might notice it's like half the cost of guilds. I do think we grab these, but then it's probably paper education, liberalism, economics, and then nationalism using a Taj Golden Age to swap into free speech and free market. I think that's the play. Yeah, you lose all foreign trade with. It's true. I mean, it's true. I do have two commerce intertrade routes, but I'm just getting an awful lot. And then, yeah, and then custom houses too. It's true. You would replace +3 and +4 with +2 as a specialist. I mean, that's all true, but I do feel like I'm getting a lot of that trade income. And customs houses are also here too. So custom houses would be worth a lot. Plus, we still have yet to find the other AIs. There should be 4 other AIs. So even after we obsolete the Great Lighthouse, we can still run you know, astronomy. Well, astronomy obsoletes the Colosseum, but we might want to go for astronomy. Our unique buildings there too. We might want to go for astronomy so that we can enable ocean trade. I don't know. I just like the idea. I just feel like trade routes are really powerful for us on this map. So I feel like oh, hello. We just found somebody. Just found Kublai Khan. Okay. So he's got a lot of territory too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 cities. Let's see if we can sign open borders. Okay. Oh, and Caesar, who is apparently very weak and at war with Kublai Khan. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, they're about the same size. He won't sign open borders yet. Interesting. Well, and look, a fish. Yeah, that wasn't too. Yeah, they weren't too far away, were they? Well, we'll have to start getting some information on them. Interesting. So we need to switch up our espionage spending now. Actually, we'll go all for one of them first and go for the other. Our EP spending is actually pretty good. We actually have more espionage points than anyone other than Mansa Musa. And he's probably been running the espionage slider because the AI likes to do that. Right, we can sail through their borders, but I prefer to start getting on better terms with them by signing the open borders. All right, and oh, we got a great engineer. Nice. Okay. We'll sit on this. That could be interesting too. Now, the other thing is, if we head down the free market path, we also probably do want to use corporations. So if we get a great merchant, we might want to sit on it for Sid Sushi because Sid Sushi would be really good on this map. Where is Sid Sushi? It's at Medicine. Would be quite good on this map. And actually be a little silly how much that produces on this map. Now we have to go mining ink plus sushi. Yeah, that's the other alternative. Mining ink plus sushi is just absurd. Now, this is not as good of a mining ink map, but maybe we do sit on this because it's going to be hard to get another great engineer. Maybe. Where's mining ink? I can't remember what unlocks mining ink. Railroad tech. Railroad tech. Where's the corporation screen? There is a corporation screen, I remember. Here it is. So Sid Sushi would be okay, Sid Sushi would be 10 food per city plus 38 culture. Okay. Um, Mining Ink would be currently 3. Okay, Mining Ink would not be very good thus far because we have very, very few of these. Yeah, I mean, minus 41 gold per turn. But remember, what we could always do in the late game is late game, we will not need slavery. We could always go caste system and then just run a billion specialists with that. That's right. We do get a great merchant at economics, correct? Plus, we already have one right now. This one we're going to cash in for the gold because we've been up here for so long. Also making a pretty good scout here. Doing a pretty good job of exploring. Okay. So we also want to make sure to get the circumnavigation bonus too. So we're trying to head in the direction for that too. Can you see the new AI's text? Yes, I can. Good question. Let's see where they are. They should be pretty far. All right, we also should see how they are. Now, the Kublai Khan and Julius Caesar are in a war, so they hate each other. The other AIs have not met each other yet. So we're cautious with Mansa and Hammurabi. Julius Caesar does not like us. We've traded with our worst enemies. Okay, well, he can live with that because we signed open borders with Mansa Musa. All right, text. Let's see. So yeah, they're pretty far behind. They both have horseback riding, but like he's researching code. He doesn't have code of laws or alphabet or metal casting. Yeah, we're civil service. We are very, very, very far beyond him. We're actually Mansa's the tech leader, and we're a pretty good distance ahead of him too, because we're up. He just has horseback riding up on us, but we're up drama, music, philosophy, compass. I guess we're not that many techs ahead of him though. He's actually keeping up pretty well. Anyway, there is yet another point of happiness. So now happiness is like not really a thing. Yeah, not really a thing anymore. Now we have all the happiness we could want. So that's kind of cool that we now solved that issue. All right, well, a lot going on. A lot going on. This is Caribou, okay. We definitely want to lock down circumnavigation. This is one of the games you have cavalry with the AI text metal casting. Yeah, it does feel a little bit like that, doesn't it? The Totestra map, the AI does struggle a bit with all the forests on this map. I wasn't deliberately picking it to like mess with the AI, but sometimes that's the case. All right, so we've got a galley there. Connect the sugars, cottages. Okay. And we really have good map knowledge, so I don't know that we need to exchange maps with Mansa, or we're also close to cashing in this trade mission too. Just want to explore what's, well, I guess I have the chariot to explore. I might as well have the um whatchamacallit, the actual great merchant head in that direction. So we got another religion over on this continent. Keep checking out what's over there. How do you know when to use slavery when you have unlimited happiness? Well, it is harder, right? It's less of a straightforward decision when you have a big happiness cap. All right, so we're gonna need the lighthouse here because the city does not have a ton of food. All right, that's good. We also gonna need the lighthouse here too. That's probably the next whip. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, fortunately we don't need open borders to go through Caesar's territory. One of those little quirks of the game that you don't need open borders with caravels. I actually got another movement point there. Well, oh, hello. There's something. A little bit more land there. Takes a long time to clear out all this jungle, doesn't it? All right, yeah, you're just going to continue heading down here for the time being. So Regret now got this completed. Next up, go improve the sheep. We got the workboat coming in. Mansa's got some weird territory. Getting close to his oh wow, it's size 16 with Temple of Artemis. Geez, that capital is going to be pretty juicy for trade route purposes. Let's see if we can finish exploring this, and then I'll loop back down in this direction. All right, and all right, you're just exploring here. Oh, hello. Double fish, you guys. Double fish city. We got room for another one down here. We got another one. All right, so you were going to drop off this missionary here. Thank God you didn't. Thank God you didn't fail the 90% dice roll. That would have been super annoying. And then you're gonna explore and head off into the west as well. Okay. All right. So you'll be able to whip next turn. How about Elba? Okay, Elba's gonna finish this, and then we can whip. Well, we might want to wait for the grocer and whip that. Same thing here. I don't think we're gonna whip the Taoist temple. We don't really need the Taoist temple anymore. Just keep on growing. Yeah, so a lot of these cities are kind of waiting for something else. Spy Specialist in Elba, thank you. Thanks for spotting that. Yeah, now these cities have like tons of happiness. So there's less of a need to whip them immediately. Oh god, the AI why? I mean, fortunately with representation, it's not as bad to have the Spy Specialist, but it's still not what it's still not what you want. Still not great. Okay, so we got a settler here. This settler I'm gonna send, I think, to this spot. But yeah, I mean these cities like Epsom Down. Why don't we just whip out another settler and send it? Like we could just send it to this spot here, I guess. Or actually, we could send it to this spot here. I want to get moving on this location, so I want to get another settler for up there. Was Omelette close to? No, Omelette's not close. I mean, I could always whip out another settler there. Okay, Silk Road though is ready for a settler, so we can whip one here. It's going to take 2 turns. Wow, this city. Never mind. Let's not get a settler out of here. This place really needs the lighthouse. Let's just do that right now. It really needs the lighthouse so it has additional tiles to work. Okay. Um, Maybe the capital can just churn out a settler. It can do it very fast. But I was kind of growing it right now. Maybe Sword Coast. Yeah, Sword Coast can, if you'll stop this, Sword Coast can get out a settler, and then it can go to this spot here. So we can just keep pushing forward. Gonna need some defenders though. Maybe the capital can one turn. Maybe we can get a longbow or two. After all, there's nothing crucial for it to build. So yeah, maybe we can just get some defenders. All right, yeah. We'll get a, no, not a mace, longbow. We'll get a longbow or two for over there. All right, this settler's gonna go west, and then they're gonna build here. Another missionary to go with it. Sounds good. Caravel. So we can whip something here. This will probably whip, why don't you get a missionary? Oh, thanks, dear. The city has 14 happiness. Here, let me show what's coming downstairs. Thanks. A big game today. All right. So what do we have here? This is non-topical to Civ, but so William's first birthday is coming up. I'll put this on the larger screen so you can actually see a bit better. There we go. Okay, so William's birthday is coming up, and so for his first birthday, Liz had the idea of having him pick his starter Pokemon. So which one he's going to crawl to, whether he's going to crawl to Charmander or Squirtle or Bulbasaur. So he can pick his. We're going to put them down and have him, and he can crawl to whichever one he wants to be his starter, because they're very cute. And then we also have a Pikachu. So I guess if you played Pokemon Yellow, then you got Pikachu as well. But yeah, very cute. Let me also show you one other thing. So he's developing pretty fast, as babies do at this age. So let me show you. He just has discovered that he can stand up on things. So here, let me play this video that we shot this week for you.
I already got it. You standing? Boop. Yeah. Good
He's trying to
job.
practice standing on these little pillow things that we have.
Yeah.
And he's very proud of himself. He's very cute.
Look at that. Look at you go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh
And like I
my
said,
goodness.
very cute. So he'll probably be standing in a month or two. He's been doing a lot of crawling around. So like I said, very cute. Okay. But anyway. Now, of course, I also mentioned that he woke us up at 3:30 a.m. I was blocking. Oh, you couldn't see? Huh. Oh, I was in the. Oh, my head was in the way. Okay, I forgot. Okay, well then let me show that again. See, I can't always tell. I forgot my picture was in the way. Whoops, I should have checked to make sure that that was showing up properly instead of just commenting over it. Okay. All right, this time you can see,
I already
hopefully.
got it. You standing? Boop. Yeah. Good job.
Like I said, he was practicing standing with the help of the little pillow, which is why we got these.
Look
Yeah,
at
sorry about that.
that. Look at you go.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, you get the idea. Hopefully that's cute now that you can hopefully when you can actually see it, it's cute. All right. Yeah. He is very, very cute. And Sydney was there too. Yeah. Sydney is helping out as best he can. All right. What are we going to do here? As we said, maybe either another settler or another worker. That city down there requires almost no setup whatsoever. So why don't we just go plant that one with the double? Yes, they're called the Nugget. Why don't we just plant that um, double fish spot down there? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Alrighty. So this city now, yeah, this city's just gonna keep growing for the time being. We don't have anything super crucial here. I'd say barracks, but the city has no production whatsoever. So just one turn the theater while we're waiting. I guess you can do the guild, the grocer next. Same story here. We'll just do the grocer here next, but there we go. All right. So we got a settler going down here. We're going to need workboats for this too. Maybe Roquefort. Actually, Roquefort, let's get you. If we're going to plant that, we need workboats for it. We need to get them moving quickly because it's going to take them a while to get down there. All right. Let's see what else is in this spot first. Okay. Just more ice, but we can definitely plant on that spot there. Oh, we might be able to do some galley chaining here. Speed things up. Put all these two tiles apart from each other. Galley chain them together. Okay, so we'll road this so the workers can join together. Next turn. All right, well, what was up here? This is more Kublai territory, it looks like. Oops. Cancel that go-to order. All right, so Roquefort's was going to come down. He was going to come to this spot here, I believe. Was where that settler was going. So I've got a workboat coming to this. I've got a workboat here, but I need another workboat for this tile here. Creme Brulee should be able to build that, though. Creme Brulee has good production, and it's about to finish Forbidden Palace, so that can probably build that. Meanwhile, exploring Julius Caesar's here. Oh, we found his capital. It's not even that far away. Like, as ships go across the sea, it's not that far away. We could be super troll and drop a city here if we really wanted to, but we'll see. I don't know if we need to do that or not. Super troll and drop a city there. All right. Almost a Timbuktu. And cash it in next turn. That should be worth an awful lot. I'm pretty sure there's nothing here in the middle of my territory. We would be able to see if there was an island. So I'm going to keep pushing west instead. Try to see how fast we can go in that direction. Drop a city there and steal his fish. Oh, Mansa's actually got another city over here. Okay. Still defogging this path through here. I also really should get a road here. We'll road this for now. All right. Another caravel. So where do I have my caravels right now? Team military. So caravel here, 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 here. Another one going east probably. We can have this one head south and see if there's anything down to the south. Which there probably is not, but we can try it. All right, we got another. Let me put it back on resources. All right, we finally finished that. So now we've got the fort going through. Silk Road has water tiles to work. Let's see. So I think I was going to have these two come down here. Well, I was going to say come down here and help this city, but like there really is nothing to connect. There's like nothing to work on. This city's just a workboat and then seafood tiles. So I guess we can continue chopping some of these. Like continue cutting this and cottaging it. All right, so you should work this tile. Please stop the spy specialist game. All right, we can double whip something here. Do we want a worker or a settler here? Because that would probably make the most sense out of these options. This is building a longbow. All right, we have a settler here. That's going for this spot. How about another settler to go to that northern spot? This settler's going south. Yeah, let's just get another settler here, and then we can grab this spot as we continue to work north. That works for me. There's nothing critical in terms of infrastructure to build here. Overflow can probably finish the harbor. So we'll just whip this next turn. I got a worker out of Sword Coast. Sword Coast I don't want to whip because it's such a good city. And let's work this. 3-turn worker. We might do multiple workers out of here. Bouillabaisse Bouillabaisse is going to need to whip something, but I guess not for a little bit. Does it have a harbor? No, it needs the harbor for more health. We'll probably whip a harbor here next for the health. Man, this city has a lot of A lot of happiness here. I'm not even sure how I'm going to make use of this. Gems is something helpful, but we really did solve our happiness crunch now. Like none of the cities are tight against the happiness cap. So as I said, we're still going to keep pushing in this direction. We should be pretty safe to get it. We'll grab this city and then that city. And then this one here. And I might need some units pushing out to see how close Mansa's getting. Definitely want to keep getting the words. I think this northern part is a little more fertile, so maybe we'll push in this direction first. And then there's like this bizarre tundra area here, right? I guess it's supposed to represent mountains that are like really tall, but it's very odd. You know, if we could build some, we could also build some knights and go try to conquer Avar if it's still there. That's right. You can whip the Globe City every other turn until Sid Sushi. That's a good point. Yeah. No, that makes sense. We can just whip it constantly. It will not be this size working all these water tiles, but that's fine. We'll whip all the infrastructure first and then just whip units. You can basically use this like a draft camp or a heroic epic city because we don't have enough XP on a unit for heroic epic yet. All right, so we built this. Yeah, I don't know that we need anything else that badly here. So I like the idea maybe to just get some more defensive units for, because the cities that are going to be over by Mansa and Hammurabi do actually need some units for defense. What was I going to get here? Oh, missionaries. Yeah, missionaries next while we're waiting on better stuff. All right, this city though can whip soonish. Why don't you get the barracks done just because we might want to get units out of here eventually. You are going to do, how much over? You have no overflow at all. So here, put your non-existent overflow into this. And then we'll swap you to a guild, what's it called? A grocer, yes, thank you. Thank you, self. Can finally talk. All right. Heading out into the wild blue yonder. I will say exploring the map is a lot of fun. Just like seeing what's out there. Pushing back the darkness. Getting a little bit closer to circumnavigation. Just probably need another 5 to 10 turns though. All right, so where do we need to spread? We need to spread religion down here to these cities. None of them have. How about in the west? What cities are still missing? So this city, actually everything except this city, Regret, has religion. But with you being over here, maybe we just send you to the south. We can galley chain you down there pretty quickly. All right, and Epsom Downs. Whip you. We can move the settler and this missionary down there together. We can galley chain them together. You're going to need workboats, though. Definitely going to need workboats. Maybe Epsom Downs can overflow into workboat, too. Roquefort just finished a workboat, but it's going to take a little while to get down there. Workboats move pretty slowly. How many turns is... Oh, God, that's a long time. Well, it's going to take almost that long for the galley to get down there, too. Well, got to start it now. Maybe we can chop out a workboat from one of these cities. Because, like, Poverty Post is not very good. Maybe we can have... it would slow down the development of these cities, but... I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Corsica can get a workboat. It can maybe... Geez, this stupid city. Maybe it can whip something else and then get the workboat out. Or just whip the workboat. I mean, we don't really need anything else here. Guilds, I guess. Or, we don't even need this. Just keep working water tiles. Keep growing. All right, this is gonna move here. We're gonna road through here. Anything down here? Not really. Antarctica doesn't seem to have much aside from that one city. All right, yeah, you just chill here until we can galley chain. All right, finish the road. Did we finish the road? Yes, okay. So this city's already back to size 4 again. Boy, it grows fast when, all right. And this actually is probably better than working anything else while we're waiting on the lighthouse to finish. Okay, so chop here, and then we'll mine that tile. Circumnavigation really helps, especially the workboats. They're very slow. right. Oh, hello. There's another AI here as well, Ramses. He doesn't like us because, let's see if he'll sign open borders. No, he will not. We just don't like you enough. So he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, so they all have around 13 or so cities. It looks like their continent is not as big as the one that we're on. Did we just run into one of his units, I guess? Because I don't see his territory. But we're about to cash in this trade mission for 1,300 gold. That's pretty good. It's a lot of money. We'll finish guilds and I mean, then we can really go on a nice burn here towards the next tech. Actually, we can go. I'll keep this at 50% for right now. And then we can, as we said, really go burn through this towards other stuff. All right. This granary, I think well, the best thing we can do is probably chop this. How much food does this city have? A lot. So that's +7 food per turn, so we can almost certainly run a mine. And then we got to start roading up towards that next spot, but getting the granary done will help a lot. Should just about finish the granary when we get the chop. We met Ramses, yes. All right, let's adjust our espionage. Oh, we have quite a few of espionage on Kublai Khan. I forgot to change that. Well, we'll just make sure we get graphs on everybody. Let's see what Caesar looks like on the charts now that we've got his info. All right, so yeah, we've been running very close with Mansa in score. He actually jumped ahead of us again. Jesus, Mansa. GNP, we were well ahead of him for a while, but he spiked there. Production. Oh, he's in a golden age right now. And apparently Kublai Khan's in a golden age too. Food. We are way out in front in food. That's not even close. Power, we are trailing. Hammurabi's almost as weak as us though. Okay. Yeah, Mansa, geez. Well, we are ahead in tech. I mean, that's the most important thing, is being ahead in technology. But we're not ahead that much. We're ahead. We're up guilds and philosophy and compass. Well, I guess we're not technically up guilds, but we're close to it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna finish. We're gonna grab banking here because we want to be able to build banks, and that's good because it gives it. We were kind of running out of stuff to build in our build queues here, and then next we're gonna make the play for, yeah, we had paper, education, liberalism, economics, nationalism. Use Taj to get into free speech. Extra culture will be nice. We don't have that many towns yet, but we're working in that direction. Bureaucracy is doing very little for us. Our capital's not that strong. Yeah, nationhood wouldn't be terrible, but we really don't need the draft, and we don't need the happiness anymore. Back when we needed the happiness, it would be nice. The main thing is just no upkeep, but free speech is low upkeep, so we'll save a few pennies there. And then free market is really good, like really good in this situation. Actually can get up to 5 trade routes. Statue of Liberty would certainly be nice. That's a little further down the road. Not something we're going to see in this session today, at least. All right, banking. We can probably one-turn banking here.
People of the same trade seldom meet together, even for merriment and diversion. But the conversation.
All right, so now a lot of these cities can work on grocers. Okay, so you here, you here. All right, so watch. We're going to chain these. This is how galley chaining works if you're new to the concept. So we move here to the next galley. This loads up, and then this loads up onto the one that has 2 movement. Okay. So now both of them are on the second galley. Now I move them down here, load them up. The galley that has 2 movement. And there we go. So now we've moved 6 tiles this turn with these galleys. So the settlers are now down here. Galley chaining is one of those more advanced logistical things, but it can sometimes save you some time here and there. Also sometimes not worth it, but yeah. Just something I can showcase on a naval map, which this apparently is. Didn't really realize that. Alright. Power Peninsula was supposed to whip this. I think I waited 1 turn too long to whip it, but that's okay. Probably should have been done last turn. I think I forgot. am juggling a lot of things. Okay, well, this continent apparently is pretty tall vertically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be one more AI out there somewhere that we haven't met yet. We finally got over there at regret. Elephants. We'll go out here and road this tile. So we have that trade route, that road connection. All right. So we're going to bring you down here to explore Antarctica. Once we can get a galley to transport you. Pushing back the fog and exploring the map. Always good to do. Okay. All right, so you irrigate that. What's the best way to explore this? I guess I'll wrap up this corner first. See what's over here. And then head back for that. Yeah, got most of their continent though. Chariots finishing up over here and over here. And then the warrior is going to get here and here, and we've almost got their entire continent. Very nice. So how many cities are visible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that these Barb cities have been captured. I'm pretty sure this city Nubian hasn't been captured yet. I think it's still sitting there. All right, let's burn through some of our money so we can one-turn banking as well. And some of these build queues run things I didn't actually care about. I guess we can finish the... Well, let's swap this over to the grocer. Market we definitely need here. We'll whip that. Some of these island cities I'm not quite as on top of as I should be. Is this city whip duration worn off? No, still has the whip unhappiness. I don't want to abuse it too much. Corsica definitely does not need the Taoist temple. So we'll swap to this and whip that in a couple turns. Epsom Downs. Wood Point, the harbor. Okay, it's a good time to whip that. Wood Point is one of the weaker cities that we have, but still contributes. We've got missionaries incoming. The barracks is definitely a lower priority than the grocer, so we'll let that go. We can whip that in a few turns. Bullia base. Okay, can wait a couple turns as well. I think this is okay. Slowly working on Globe Theater. Worker coming out, settler coming out. All right, and these guys are going to head for that next city spot up here. How's this lighthouse doing? Okay, that's almost done. Omelette I haven't looked at in a while, but nope, still not ready. Forbidden Palace next turn, nice. And then we'll get a workboat out of here for this fish spot. We're just gonna have to wait for the borders to pop. And then I think we're on top of all that stuff. Wait, creme brulee's working in unimproved. No, don't work that tile, work this. Why would you work that tile? Silly, silly city. Do not do that. Okay. Oh, we lost. Okay, we gotta tick up. Oh, we're short of banking then. Okay, well that's fine. We'll just do it over 2 turns then. It's not that urgent. We get it quite that fast. All right. Yep. So we're hanging in there. So we continue to be up. Guilds, philosophy, compass, optics. So we're basically up 4 techs on Mansa. The other AIs are like pretty far behind. Not that close otherwise. Cape Corn. You could whip now because the unhappiness wouldn't matter. You know, you're actually right. You're actually right. The unhappiness won't matter as soon as it's done. That's really smart, Burninator. We would need astronomy to trade with the other continent, correct? So yeah, we're getting a ton of trade route income here, but we will need astronomy. So astronomy is probably in the cards sooner rather than later. It actually might be a decent liberalism target. Possibly, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot we needed banking to get economics anyway. It's a very expensive tech in this era, but we might want it. We would lose Colossus, which would be a major blow, but maybe. We're going to have to get it at some point. All right, so we just got 2 of these. I think that's okay for defenders. The grocer's not amazing, but it does give us a little extra health, so that's good. And I need to irrigate I need to farm this tile so we can grow a little bit bigger. All right, so Globe Theater's done. Unhappiness does not exist in this city anymore, so let's get the harbor done. We'll just whip this next turn. We don't want to whip now with the swapping penalty. That's silly. All right. Grocer. Grocer again. Worker here. I said I kind of like the idea of just doing another worker here. Although then again, the grocer would, well, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We also finished Forbidden Palace. Nice. Okay, so now the city probably wants its lighthouse, which is very cheap at this point. We actually finished a lot of stuff this turn. Yeah, you just keep growing, city. Let's get the courthouse. We finished a lot of stuff this turn. Good turn. Forge. All right. These guys might as well... Again, why? Avar has been captured by Mali. Oh, okay. So they took that city there. Okay. But Nubian is still alive. So Mansa is inching closer to us, right? We have room for a few more cities, but we should definitely need to continue pushing in that direction. So maybe we double expand to these two spots here, here, and here. They're pretty close. So instead of Sword Coast doing another worker, we do another settler. I have another settler already in production for over there, right? I had a settler coming out of somewhere. Ah, I just got it out of poverty. That's right. I got one out of here. Okay. I'm aware that I'm just barely not finishing banking. Thanks. Doesn't hurt for the reminder, but I did see it. Alrighty, so where is this guy going again? I could try to send south. Oh, I was going to send south because I have a... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say because I had this going south, but I already have a Taoist missionary on this going south here. Okay, so let's send you there. And then these guys can come back north for shuttling duty. You know, we could use defenders for these cities at some point. Maybe instead of the grocer, we build some units for some cheap defenders for these cities. Yeah, we're gonna need. I don't want those cities totally undefended, so why don't we do that? We can get some longbows for these spots, just in case. More for the barbarians really than the AI coming calling. Now look at this city. That's pretty nice, right? So next up, we would like to chop, and I think we're gonna chop here, and we'll put the chop into this city so it can get its lighthouse done in some kind of something before 10,000 years from now. Oh. You're planning a workboat out of creme brulee. Out of creme brulee. Where is creme brulee? Oh, right, right. But I think didn't I just build a workboat? You're right, I didn't build the workboat. I needed to get that done, correct. That is a very cheap thing to build, thank you. Galley should probably get the workers out of there. Yeah, but there's one heading south. I still need a little bit of time here. I need to chop these. This galley, after it drops off here, can pick them up on the way out. Something like that. All right, so we just about got that explored. All right, you can come down here. You can hop on the boat next turn. And yeah, I did want to mine this. Okay, Canal du Midi finally has another tile to work. Next turn we'll whip, we'll see if we can double whip something. Lighthouse is almost done. What do we want here next? Maybe the market? I don't know. Then we'll figure it out. It's okay for right now. Get that done. Okay, so we chop this, drop the cottage. Still heading north. This continent apparently stretches pretty far north. All right, so this settler is going to go to one of these spots over here. Don't know exactly which one yet. And a worker too. Definitely need workers over here. So I don't want to go to order. All right, so longbows, yep, and longbows for over here as well. Didn't I build one last turn too? How many longbows do I just have the one? Nope, I already have one over here. Okay. So I have 2 settlers headed this way, and I've got 2 longbows headed this way, so that's good. They'll both have defenders. Okay. Oh, hello. What's this? Ah, is this an unsettled island? Ooh, tasty. Unsettled island, perhaps, over here. So did we road this tile as well? Yes. Okay, so the next up we want to chop. Well, let's road this island while we're here. Just road this tile. Oh, well, I guess that was not needed. I didn't realize the settler was that close behind. Alrighty. So we can do a missionary with this um, mace and send them south. Interesting. More, yeah, more fish, more rice. Yeah, I know, right? It looks like it's just a little island, but we need astronomy to get there. But again, astronomy will be coming eventually. Oh, another island? Is there a seafood resource here though? So Totestra does throw out a lot of resources on islands, as you can see here. All right, so those 2 guys are there. Let's get this chopped too. Quebec can probably build a workboat for this island too, because Quebec has excellent production for such a little city. But we can chop the granary and then maybe after that build a second workboat, because we have 1 workboat very slowly making its way down there, this one here, but we do need 2. We do need 2 of them. But fortunately, we don't need any worker improvement over there. And then this city, yeah, that does need the lighthouse, but yeah. Islands by the crabs. Yes, that's correct. These are legal spots, but I really don't think we need to cram another city in here. I'm aware that we could, but I don't think we have to. Yeah, by the way, if you want to go all the way out, like zoom all the way out to globe view, like look at our territory here, right? Just got like this big circle and then all these offshore islands as composed to the typical blob. I guess that explains why our land area is so much smaller. We have so many water tiles, it's pretty crazy. We are a seafaring nation, to be sure. I really think Mance is the only AI that's going to be major competition in this game. The other AIs just don't seem that strong at all. And he still has room for more. No, we're not. Sorry, you can be annoyed all you want. I'm not declaring war on Julius Caesar.
Banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies.
All right, so we got over there, got down to banking. I think we have to head towards liberalism next. Don't think we really need theology. I think we can skip that. And Louisville, yeah, we're going to need some defenders for down south. So you can just keep doing these for right now. Wish the AIs didn't hate me as much as they do, but as I said, my religion is not well spread. Maybe someday I can try to spread my religion to the other AIs. Ramses is cautious. Maybe we can get open borders with him? Okay. We can't trade resources, though. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can long-term spam some of these guys with missionaries. All right, Mansa's out of his golden age. That's good. All right, let's get graphs on Ramses next. Yeah, we have the espionage edge on everyone except Mansa Musa, because I'm pretty sure he was running the slider. All right. Yeah, we're going to need some defenders down here, so you can start walking in that direction. All right. Work this tile. Let's start roading towards that next location, because we got a settler on the way. Well, hammer workboat. Power Peninsula, you work in your cottages? Yes. Good job. Oh, whoops. That was not the correct button to click. That's okay. A lost worker turn is not the end of the world here. Just annoying. Oh, there's Ramses. Okay. Well, I guess we know where he's located then. All right, so we have everything explored over there. Let's head back in this direction then. We can explore what's over here. We can probably trade maps with someone like Ramses. All right, so we're back here. Silk Road just got another cottage done. Also, Silk Roads doesn't need to build a barracks. Let's put it on, do the grocer. All right. Yeah, there is no Apostolic Palace. I have it turned off for this game. Diplo Victory is on, but not Apostolic Palace. All right, let's get this chopped and irrigated. Okay. Oh, another resource. Oh my God. Well, do you like seafood, you guys? There's only room for one city, but it's a 4 resource city. Crazy. Speaking of which, just whip this for the harbor. Speaking of which, sushi apocalypse. Well, more land, we found something else. Oh, hello. More land out here. What are we gonna do? Chop. Make sure that this tile is. Oh, we should have done this ages ago. I should have been working this tile for a long time. That's kind of a mistake. I should have reassigned that immediately. Not the best call there. I'm gonna give this back to Quebec after it's done, but still. Oh, we're in a little bay here. No, no one else has got. No one else even has optics tech yet. So no one else has gotten circumnavigation. We are the first ones to be exploring the high seas in this game. Okay. Do a little galley chaining once again. Here we go. Okay. Nothing else for these galleys to do. Okay, and I said I was working that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, this city's in pretty good shape. We can double whip something. We'll double whip the grocer next turn. Let's go chop. Work on this tile then. By the way, we've cut down a pretty significant portion of the jungle, haven't we? What did we want here? It was corn something, corn coast or something. We had a suggestion for this one. I can't remember. It was corn something. By the way, Julius Caesar's in the last place. Cape Corn. Thank you. Cape Corn. Now the problem is in a game like this where you have so many cities that you're working. Oh, we wanted to take this tile and give it back to here. Yeah, because this city already has double food resources. Doesn't need yet another one. So yeah, we'll look to chop this next. And that workboat will be coming down to Cape Corn in the near future. Creme Brulee's got it. Yeah, but like it just takes a long time to play the turns when you have this many cities. So like I can play because like we're already over 3 hours here, and I don't think we did that many turns today. Anyway, Elba needs its grocer whipped. Get rid of that horrid spy specialist. Thank you. Courthouse. Nope, that looks good there. How about Corsica? 4-turn whip. Well, got plenty of pop here, so it'll grow back. It'll grow back. Don't worry. And yeah, I think these cities are okay. Roquefort being our Moai city. We don't really want to whip this one. Can still grow onto some pretty good tiles. I mean, it's base 21 production. When it grabs that, it's base 25 plus 50%, so that's quite good. Chamonix, though, I think it was the city I wanted to whip. All right, next turn. Also, if you're going to work a specialist, please don't work the spy specialist. Bouillabaisse just grows. Plus 12 food per turn. I'll take that. Whip constantly. Don't have to worry about happiness. And Sword Coast got the settler under production. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we've cut down a lot of the jungle, haven't we? Most of it's been chopped down. But yeah, Storm Mansa's slipped ahead of me in score again. Jeez. Now, part of the reason why he's keeping let me be clear. It might look like, oh my God, you're trailing Mansa, but the big difference is he's getting a lot of land points over me. So I mean, I'm still up philosophy, banking, compass optics, and I'm about to be up paper as well. He's getting a ton of points for land. I'm not getting like any points for land. Like look at all this land tiles he have. I have so many water tiles in my borders, they're not giving me score points. So that's part of what's going on there. Like if you look at the um, land area, yeah, I'm 6th in land area, even though I have by far the most cities. Well, not by far. Mansa's pretty close. Somebody's in a golden age here. We're actually kind of trading the score lead back and forth, which is interesting. All right, do I want to build one of these? I actually think I need one more longbow for the south. This city is the best place to build them. All right, we got the harbor done. Two more turns to grow. What do we do next? The grocer? Actually, we'll do this. No, go ahead and do the courthouse, because why not? All right, workboat done. Now we're going to get that lighthouse that I delayed temporarily. Also, we need worker attention here. Uh-oh. This city needs worker attention. I have some workers over here. Well, I just sent one up here into the north. Well, I have a higher priority to get this city improved, so we'll go cottage this. Oh, nice. We got a free Taoism spread. Excellent. That's really good. Free Taoism spread. Nice. I should have done this last turn. I'm going to jump off here because I'd rather have the Taoism in Quebec. It's just a better city. Should have done that last turn. Oh, well. Meanwhile, we got more Taoism, and we got the mace coming down here to explore Antarctica. See what's in there. Okay, we found Kublai's little seaside cove there. Bank is worth more, it's true. Bank is worth more. But the grocer is cheaper to build for what that's worth. All right. Yeah, let's get this cottage up and running. All right, you need to come down to that tile there. You should get there right about when the borders pop, so that should work out pretty well. Okay, yeah, you guys are moving up to there. Road first. All right. I guess we found Ramses. This is an interesting continent. It's like, if we scout this out, it looks like a humongous continent too. Oh, look at this. So there's probably another AI on the eastern side of this continent that we haven't met yet. Probably. I've been trying to just head west mostly, but that is some kind of island over there. It's some kind of island, right? Pretty wild. All right, Poverty Post and Quebec. Yeah, those chops finished. So Quebec has its granary done, and then Poverty Post is, I guess it kind of has to do this, doesn't it? You've got to get that lighthouse done. And two production per turn is slightly better. Anyway, all right. So we got what do we have? Worker here. Oh, we're gonna go up here. That's right. Let's pause this so we can make use of the chop. The grocer's actually good here because we're actually unhealthy in the city. Longbow, head south. We can probably put both of these on one galley. All right, Mare finishes that. So we definitely could use some more tiles cut down here. The road's done. So let's have you go here and improve this. Have all these guys work together on this. All right, chop. Still exploring. Nice. Oh, and one more. Okay. Just about everything explored now. All right. So what's over here? Is there any other AI over here? Well, there's more seafood down here. More seafood. Lots of seafood. Now, do we want to fight this barb galley? I think we avoid it if we can. Let's avoid fighting it. No need to take damage. All right, so we found another island. This looks like another uninhabited island here. But I mean, it looks like there's room for a couple good cities here again. One, two, three cities at least. We're just playing the island game today in this game. No reason to stop, right? All right, ready to get another city founded. Yeah, the bank is a more gold benefit, but there's no health benefit and it's more expensive. So this island city, if we get astronomy, this is the first one we're targeting. This is just a really nice Sid Sushi island. I think we have to try to go for Sid Sushi eventually in this game. I mean, it's like if there was ever a Sid Sushi game, it was this one, right? Looking good. So we're getting a pretty decent portion of the map explored. I mean, there could be more here to the north too, but we're trying to get circumnavigation first. We're not that far off. Just need to defog whatever's in between here, and we're still headed in that direction. Boy, Manson's got a lot of territory, doesn't he? Well, we got a lot of territory too. It's just all on the ocean. We can probably skip Sankor. Not going to do that much for us. All right. Let's head towards liberalism. I think because we want to make sure that we can get this. We want to make sure we have this tech, and we always could build universities, which would not be bad. Yeah, map trade with the other continent I think is a good idea, assuming anyone's willing to trade with us. All right, on to the banks, the next expensive thing to toss into these cities. We got the lighthouse, good. That city definitely needs that. Now this city pretty much just wants to grow. Why don't we do the courthouse because it's relatively cheap. Probably work on that next. All right, granary's done. We're gonna run out of, well, we can do the forge next. And then we'll get the lighthouse after that. All right. Oh, hello. More territory up. It looks a little Arctic-y, but so it looks like Kublai Khan just finished civil service. We are definitely out in front of that. And yeah, it is time to adjust espionage spending. I'll do one more turn on Ramses, and then we can go over to probably even with everybody else. Well, look at this. There's a longbow right here ready to help with this city. All right, forge, perfect time to whip that. So what's going to be the name for this city? This one here. It's next to the bananas. It's going to work the bananas. And I think just the bananas. So it's not going to be a particularly strong. Actually, no, it can work the sugar. No, it's just going to work the bananas because it's a 5-food tile. Long march. It's not a bad suggestion. We got a bunch of workers helping it here because it has no food at all until this gets chopped down. Okay, you need to help out here. Creme brulee is working unimproved tiles. It's very embarrassing. No. Banana Republic. All right, so we managed to get the road connected there. How many turns until the borders pop? 3 turns. Okay. Let's chop here. Also, wait, are we working this tile? Regrets working. Oh, interesting. Well, probably this might be a. Well, we'll probably be able to chop into the granary there. All right, still heading west. Just searching our way through the fog. All right, that's it for that. So now we just have to clean up this little corner of the map and we have our whole continent explored, which seems pretty incredible that we've done this all by hand, not by trading for maps. But it's true. All right, still trying to stay away from this barb galley. Well, it doesn't look like there's a path around here to the south. It looks like it's all blocked off by ice. So we're going to have to go around to the north. But yeah, that's a pretty decent sized island. That was missionary. Okay. Yeah, if we could ever get a profit, we actually have pretty decent income we'd have pretty decent shrine income. All right. Finish that. There. Okay. This is ready to take 2 longbows south. You are still headed to Antarctica to see what's down there. Ramses might be willing to. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can get education in 4 turns if we spend all our gold, and I'm fine with that. We don't need to sit on this for any particular reason. We'll be able to get it in 4 turns. Then we can look to get universities if we want. What is our break-even rate, just out of curiosity? We are break-even right around 50%. It's like 45% is our break-even rate. But yeah. All right, so Mansa's are probably our closest competition. We'll just want to keep an eye on him and see what we can get with liberalism. So he's missing philosophy. He does have, he's missing philosophy paper and compass optics. Anyway, so we don't need map trades with these guys. You would not be willing to trade your map. How about Ramses? He is not willing to trade his world map. Caesar, I very much doubt would be willing to. All right, none of them will trade their world map, so that's not great. But, you know, it is what it is. Probably because they're all in other religions. Yeah, long term, maybe we'll try to flip somebody into our religion just to make an ally. Um, Kublai Khan's still at war with Caesar, although they don't appear to have lost very many units. Caesar's like minimal war weariness. We do have graphs on everybody. Ah, an espionage. We want to adjust. Oh, we wanted one more turn before we adjust the graphs. Or adjust the spending, excuse me. Ramses doesn't even have calendar? Yeah. All right. Still wondering where we put national epic. I'm not sure quite where. Let's do the bank here. The city has very poor commerce, but it does have a little bit. We might as well. All right, meanwhile here, this is a good place to do. And you're at the health limit, so let's just do the grocer here. No, Woody's still alive. Woody, the exploring worker, or woodsman warrior, is doing just fine. All right, got the forge. We are going to need a lighthouse, but let's do the cheap library first. All right, so what was the name for this one? We had some suggestions back there. I think I do like Banana Republic. I like Long March too, but I think we can do that for another spot. Maybe for the gems, because we've wanted the gems for so long. Banana Republic. It'll also be a reminder to me that this city is here to work the bananas. All right. So we're almost off our starting little peninsula, right? Almost back to where it joins the main continent. All right. Keep cutting that down. All right. Now it looks like we're one worker short of being able to do finish the banana plantation this turn. Okay, I did not expect this continent to curve back like this. Look at this eastern continent. So we know it extends down here where Kublai is, and then it apparently curves all the way up and around. And we're still trying to find the last AI that's on here. Okay, so then this settler was going to go to that X over there. Definitely going to need a lot of workers in this area. Probably just better to get back on the road network for movement purposes. All right, next turn we can load up both of these longbows and send them south. All right, we made it here. Made it here. The workboat has not made it here. Where's the closest? Where's the workboat that's on its way down? Here it is. A couple turns. It's still on its way. Not quite there yet. Oh, I was going to say Quebec maybe could do the other workboat, right? Yeah. Let's do this, and then we'll overflow into the workboat here. It's a one-pop whip, which is kind of inefficient, but I want to get that started for that other city. All right. Do we go to the south or to the north around this? Wait a minute. Oh, this is part of Kublai's continent. Let's head around to this. Well, okay. Does this actually connect? No. Dead end. We'll have to go around to the north. Got trapped in the water there. Okay. Well, we can definitely whip something here. Let's we'll whip the grocer after as soon as we can. All right, finish this. As I said, we're going to be one turn short. So we finally finished improving Power Peninsula. We got everything cottaged. Let's now get this jungle chopped down. Last cities near Mansa, Woody's retirement Woody's retirement home. Something like that would be good. Woody has done an unbelievable job. Any more seafood off the coast here? A decent sized island over here. Yeah, unfortunately there's no way through. Well, it says that we can move through there, but I mean that's clearly a land tile. So we have to go around, unfortunately. But we did a nice job of scouting out this tundra island. So as far as what we still need for circumnavigation, I guess we haven't made that much progress recently. This ship is probably the closest. I guess it's because I already had vision all the way over to here, and then my ships had to move like all the way west to get over here. So it's taking them a little while. Also, I don't know what's happening up here. Anyway, let's go back and look at our cities real quick. Cycle through some of them. So this city is just when do we want to whip it? Probably next turn. Still growing at plus 12 food per turn. Just because then it'll be one off. Chamonix is a good turn to whip you. If the grocer done, can go on to bank. Roquefort is going to finish its grocer. Now we're researching at like 100% science right now because we had the great merchant, but like we will have to turn down the slider later. Corsica should not be on a Taoist temple. Let's get you onto a bank and fire that spy specialist. Just have to check the cities periodically because they do dumb stuff. Yeah. Maybe we should just tell them to emphasize food so they'll stop picking specialists. Courthouse is not quite ready yet. Cape Cod, Regret just got to chop into its granary, so we need to chop another tile. We can burn another forest to get that. This city should be ready for a whip too, right? Yeah, there we go. Just grow right back on it. And Silk Road grows relatively slowly, but it's getting there. All right, that looks good. This city can do a bank next. All right, so you hop on board. You hop in. Still looking for, wait, grocer and Chamonix. No, we don't want a barracks. We want the bank in here. Start working on the bank at least. Also, why? Please, no. If you don't want to work this tile, at least work something better. All right, well, time to turn around and head back. Forge on Quebec. Yep, so that workboat. Okay, 4 turns. That's not bad. That's not too long to finish that. 8 turns to the lighthouse. Yeah, it's very, very slowly working on that. Okay, so we got to keep going east for circumnavigation purposes. And just keep going, keep exploring. All right, next up I wanted to chop this. Oh, we already had that like pre-chopped, so I didn't realize that. Well, that's fine. All right, there we go. Banana done. Gives Banana Republic 1 tile to work. We have another settler incoming, so I got to get the path roaded over to this next spot. So you guys can start building a road there. You can go protect them. Mansa just took mercantilism. He just went mercantilism, did he? Cost us all the trade route income. Well, that does actually affect us quite a bit. Because that cut off our trade. Okay, yeah. So the next time we're in a golden age, we'll flip into mercantilism ourselves, at least for the time being. As we might as well. Yeah, that does. It did that did cost us a fair amount of income. Okay. Well, I think we're still going economics, but I don't know if that's as high a priority now. I think we'll go to maybe the liberal. We still want economics so we can get the free great merchant, right? We definitely want that for the free great merchant. But we're going to research liberalism to like 90% complete so we can 1 turn it, and then we'll see where we go next. Probably economics after that anyway. Yeah. Because if we're only getting trade route income from Hammurabi, it makes way more sense to be on mercantilism than on free market. Just makes more sense. And we could always swap back later in the game when the AI drops out of mercantilism, which they tend to do long term. Well, look at this. We're one turn away. Orders pop next turn. Perfect. Perfectly timed. Actually, just build that there while you can. Oh, look at this. The explorers have almost met up with each other. They push back the fog on the final tiles here. Maybe we can get Woody over into like Ramsey's territory because we have open borders with. Who do we have open borders with? Did we get? I thought we got open borders with him. Oh, it just we do have open borders, and we have them with Kublai as well. Okay, yeah, maybe long term we can get him over there and have him continue his exploration. It's a lonely, lonely world. Wait, actually, I'm like, what is this ship doing again? That's right, it was circling around. Yeah, you wanted to attack me, but I'm not taking the chance that you can sink me at low odds. I'm just skipping right by you. All right. What was the name of the, what's our name for this one again? The double fish pirate. What was our request for this one? I know we had some requests for this fish city down here, but I can't remember what they were. St. Helena. St. Helena's not that cold though. Not that cold. Okay, people like St. Helena. It does look like a place where you'd be in exile. All right, we actually do want the granary first here because we're gonna have enough food that we don't need that stuff. Okay, so meanwhile over here, we'll spread religion, and then we're gonna drop. We can start bringing some of the workers back in a little bit. I don't know if it's worthwhile to chop these tundra forests or not. It probably is just to finish stuff faster. I mean, are we gonna work like tundra lumber mills here? Probably not long term. I don't know. Can at least build roads while we're waiting. Like, what are we gonna do? Build roads through the tundra? Great, in case we need to move through the move through them. All right, so we already improved that. So the next thing we need to do is just cut down jungle. For both these cities, Mare Francia and Bananas, we need to just cut down jungle. This is Riverside, so we should do this first. Just it's gonna be a lot of jungle chopping over here, just as we did a lot of jungle chopping already in the past. Sword Coast, yeah, Sword Coast is gonna need another tile to work. We could actually prefer to drop that 0 food tile. Wait, how much food? It's still plus 8 food? Jesus. My God, this city has a lot of food. Okay. Well, let's improve this tile then. That'd make like a great ironworks city down the road. Anyway. Okay, let me just looking here if there's any of these cities that look like they need to be whipped. How close is this city? Not quite there yet. I was gonna hit Bulia base, that's right. Just keep whipping this one. And I think that's good. So we're kind of at the limits of our settling right now. We'll get more in a minute, but I'm already pushing up against what my workers can accomplish over here. Workshop on the final plains tile is food to spare. Probably that's not a bad call. We'll see. Yeah, it does have production to spare, so possibly. Was this city gonna get whipped? No, it's not quite there yet. But seriously, dude, just you're embarrassing me. Has plenty of happiness room. Look at this city, 30 beakers per turn. It pays for itself. Pretty nice. And there's still one AI out there too. We haven't met yet. Did I forget to whip omelette? Nope, I apparently got it. Okay. Where are we? Sword Coast. Okay, chop. Oh, what's this? There's an island right there. Maybe I should explore the island. It's actually not that far away from me as ships go, just north of Power Peninsula. Maybe I should stop and have this explore the island. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do that. All right. So that turn one turn away from a cottage. All right, we have half of a granary done here. I actually think it's worthwhile to whip this just to get the granary done immediately, so we can fill up the food box. And which tile's better to work? I guess this one. I guess the water tile's better. All right, let's see if we can finish education without losing a billion gold. Okay. All right, still pushing to see what's out there. I have explored, defogged a lot of tiles. Look at the mini map. It's like all these little tendrils extending out, which is pretty funny. Okay, let's see if we can get you through the barb zone unscathed. Oh yeah, we still can't move on this tile yet because it's not in the borders of any of our territories. All right. Mace, get out there. Time to explore Antarctica. Let's name him Admundson. I hope I'm spelling that right. For one of the famous Arctic explorers. Or Antarctic explorers, to be more precise. Yeah, these two workers, I think, hop back on this boat. And there's not really anything for them to do this turn, so we'll just chill here. Could put Ironworks and Heroic Epic into Sword Coast. Yeah, could potentially. It's a very good city. No, Scott is the one who died in Antarctica. The Norwegians actually kind of knew what they were doing and did not die. I have a D too much. Okay. Okay, thanks. Thanks for looking it up. Yeah, the Norwegians actually knew what they were doing. The English, not as much, but they made up for it with amateurish enthusiasm. Okay, well, here's another beautiful spot for a city down the road there. Let's see. Just making sure this is safe. Chop, chop. Need another worker up here. I've got an odd number. Cottage. I mean, might as well drop the cottage while I'm here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. A D too much. All right, well, it'll take a couple turns to get there, but that's not bad. All right. As I said, I'd rather work this tile, have slightly more food. Yeah, we might as well. Oh, but you know what? If we farm this, it brings irrigation to the rice. So I think we do farm this just because it irrigates this tile, and then we can run more specialists long term. All right, is there any other place we need to whip this turn? I don't think so. Kind of just chilling here. How about these cities down here? I really just want you to grow as fast as possible. Elba, no. Antarctica. We finally about to see what's in Antarctica. All right, so how many cities did we get up to? This is actually a good stopping point because we're at almost 4 hours for the Civ stream, and we're at turn 175, which is a nice even number. So let's do some overview stuff. Also, work this tile, please. Yeah, you're not anywhere close to the happiness cap, so you can just work water tiles while we're waiting to improve those. Let's check our demos. So in terms of espionage, we can see we're actually pretty close to the scene. I think we can see the research for everybody other than, yeah, everybody other than Mansa, we can see their research. Now the trade-off is Mansa's the only one I think we actually care about seeing his research. Let's give him preference here. Put most of our espionage points towards him. We'll do this. Yeah, so we continue to get most of our points towards him. All right, we can see the graphs in terms of everybody. So score, we're dead even on score, although he probably has like 200 or 300 land points, which like we're working a million water tiles, but we don't get credit for that in terms of score. GMP, I mean, it says he's very competitive with us, but we're still ahead in terms of research. All right, production. Production is not amazing for us. He's way ahead in production. Food, we're leading in food and have been the whole time, so that's good. Power is, yeah, we don't have any units, but we will. We'll get them eventually. In terms of the demos, they're still number one in GMP. I'm a little concerned that Mansa is right there. Um, But yeah, Mansa's right there. So food, we're still number one. Production, we're not. But I don't know if anyone's in a golden age. Soldiers, we're not so hot. Land area, not so hot. Someone's plotting. Good thing to check. We should check to see that. No, he's not. He's not plotting war. I mean, it doesn't really matter if the AI is on the others. Yeah, nobody. These guys are not plotting war. He has okay. He has dyes. What do you want for this? Ivory. Can we trade it for something that's not going to give you? How about this? Okay, that works. Actually, I'm trading a fair number of resources with him. Does Mance have anything we would want? Wheat, maybe. I'm a little reluctant to give him something that gives him more happiness. I think we can make do without the wheat for right now. Think he's in a golden age? Who, Mansa? Doesn't look like it based on his tile yields, right? So we can see his tile yields. He doesn't appear to be in a golden age. Someone might be, though. So yeah, I mean, long term, Mansa is just, he's a good AI. He's also the largest AI, which is not what you want. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Zarya is 16. 18, 20. He has 21 cities, and we have, was it Canal de Midi is 15? Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Canal de Midi is 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So he has 21 cities. We have 23 cities. So he's keeping pace with us. Mansa's a really good AI. So, I mean, we'll see. Long term, do we have to fight this guy? I hope not, but we'll see. And then in terms of the text, how are we doing on that? He's the only one that really matters. So we are still up philosophy and paper and optics and education, and about to be education. Does he have guilds? He has guilds banking, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. But we're up philosophy, paper, optics. He's just has horseback riding, which is like whatever. Okay. And the other AIs are very far behind, like a long way behind. All right. So we'll save here. So Totestra. Another good session. Definitely coming along well. And we're going to keep expanding. And so the goal for next time, if we can, I seriously do want to think about using liberalism on astronomy, and then because we could definitely pick it up, and then, but we need to make sure we get the economics free great merchant because we want to hold that for Sid Sushi usage. Ideally, get liberalism, use it for astronomy, secure the economics great merchant, go to nationalism, build Taj, and use Taj to get into our civics. Whether that's mercantilism or free market, we'll have to see, but then also free speech. And then with astronomy, you know, time to go grab these islands. We know there's this island here that looks pretty good. This island here is unbelievable. And then this looks like an island potentially down here too. So there's definitely room for more cities on some of these land masses. Just going to keep pushing expansion as long as we can. Go from there. All right. Oh, Great Engineer is probably for Mining Inc., but it could also just be for Taj if it's contested. It could be for Statue of Liberty because we don't have copper. Remember, we don't have copper. So Statue of Liberty to knock out half the cost would be really nice. Statue of Liberty would be amazing for us. Anyway, thanks all, and hope you enjoyed this stream. So I'll try to catch you next week on Friday. And until then, have a great weekend, folks. Take care. See you soon.